mind is so spectacular. Open up your aperture. You don't like the light that I be shining, bitch, you Dracula. Southern draw vernacular, flip you like a spatula. Knew that I was built to put this world up on my scapula. I've been on this road so long, my tires bald. I don't wanna text and no, I don't wanna call. Came in this shit running, bitch, I don't know how to crawl. We ain't never folding, I'm holding the highest car. Look, okay, grew up running post routes. Now I'm on the cash route. Better call the plumber, that boy spitting like a bass spout. All these bad women in this club, fuck is you mad about? Word to all my estheticians, boy, I'm about to lash out. Straight from St. John's to the east side, jigging since the knee high. Watch the way I put on for my state, nigga, yeehaw. Respecting no Aretha. Crazy how I made it to the league from the bleach eyes. Boy, my shit hair wrong, black, rich, and bare arms. Smoking on that yogi, this shit stronger than some bare arms. Goku, I'm in rare form, you cannot prepare for him. When I swing, it's like a carnivore, this shit ain't fair for him. Brought intellect back to this rap shit. You niggas need chapstick. Shit been dry for way too long, and I'm the matchstick. You niggas Nickelodeon me, I'm more like Cap Nick. Cap a nigga, throw him in front of me. Party favors on the table, you can pick and choose. I would be lying if I said it, I don't get confused. I'm just a player in the game and I don't pick the rules. Why trouble always seem to find the ones with shit to lose. About to blow like we just lit the fuse. We double dutch into this dough, I get this shit in twos. Push the button, get it started, put that shit in cruise. A little dust up on his heart, I barely get to use. A fool flatters himself, a wise man flatters the fool. Man, I just came to get it started like mechanics with tools. Cause in my hood, if you don't pack a tool, you planning to lose. These young boys deserve Oscars, they be acting a fool. A couple loose screws, but they hammer accurate. Ooh, I know some niggas stuck on drugs and manufacture it too. School of hard knocks, we all got our bachelor's. Food, no cap and gowns, but we all had the master. Party favors on the table, you can pick and choose. I would be lying if I said it, I don't get confused. I'm just a player in the game and I don't pick the rules. Why trouble always seem to find the ones with shit to lose. I'm lit, it's about to be a late night. Fresh wax, shawty, show me what it tastes like. Niggas know me in my city like I'm Wayne Wright. Got them looking up to me and we the same height. Ooh, I got it bad, deep in my bag. Foot on the gas, they cannot last. Swimming with the sharks, bitch, that's a great white. Never stopping, we don't even need no brake lights. Say she don't smoke, but she always smoke with me, yeah. Backwards in the air, back up in the ovaries, yeah. All my ops, they stay running like they over easy. Even my masseuses can't just get too close to me, yeah. Shout out to Next, soon as the ink dry, we count out the checks, yeah. I never flex, I bought up a business, you bought up a section. I'm at the top of my class, yeah. Y'all never learned from your last son. Skywalker gave me the force, yeah. Turn this into an obsession, yeah. I couldn't wait on the team, cooking shit up with just me run play, yeah. Things never are what they seem, but we know the facts, yeah. Charging that shit to the game, but now I pull up with a battery pack, yeah. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and we can just leave it at fact. I'm dumb lit, it's about to be a late night. Fresh rack, shawty, show me what it tastes like. Niggas know me in my city like I'm Wayne Wright. Got them looking up to me and we the same height. Ooh, I got it bad, deep in my bag. Foot on the gas, they cannot last. Swimming with the sharks, bitch, that's a great white. Never stopping, we don't even need no brake lights. Big bro, why they call you big bro? Every time we hit the bank, we deposit zip codes. Well connected with the streets, like we out in Skid Row.
I wouldn't go far and say Steph Curry. Listen, he's very respectable. Everyone knows Steph Curry, if not the best point guard that ever played the game, right? But I gotta disagree with you right there. And you know who I'm gonna go to? And I know this not gonna be your favorite, but I'm gonna talk about number 2 over there with the Clipper Nation, baby. I'm going with Kawhi.
You got to be crazy! I can't believe you just said that.
And the reason why is because Kawhi healthy is a total different player.
God.
A total different player. Are we talking about offensively? We're talking offensively? Yes, Steph Curry.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Take the ball from you.
Listen, offensively, Steph Curry, listen, you have to 3-4 guys have to be on him. But Kawhi Leonard, offensively, defensively, you don't want him even near the ball. They're going to sort out Steph Curry defensively. And we both know that. That Steph is definitely a liability on defense. We know that. So we're going to have to build your game plan around protecting him defensively. Kawhi Leonard, offensively, defensively, and the way he carries teams.
Something wrong with you, Marcus.
When he's healthy,
something's wrong with you, Marcus.
Marcus, you've had a killer first day.
I'm sorry.
And you've been fantastic.
You had to have one L. You couldn't go undefeated today. You had to take an L. That take is an L. I mean, he is horrible. And especially on the strength that you just came back from downplaying Nikola Jokic into Kawhi Leonard.
I didn't downplay him. You said top 20. We talking about the top.
Why didn't you respond?
I told you what my
answer was.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button. Y'all come in here. Hit the share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, $Slick Rick 1990. That is our Cash App. Also, if you guys do not have Cash App, y'all can go to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast through our super stickers and super comments that are available. Very simple. Hit that cash button right there in the chat box. Y'all can donate that way as well at your own discretion. Let's get it popping, man. Let's talk about this, man. This subject that we just saw on the screen. I woke up to this morning. I actually was going to do a show about the game last night, which I'm going to touch on that, as well. We're going to go into that first, but I'm going to get into the real subject of today, of what Marcus Morris just said, former Clipper, and Stephen A. Smith, Molly Karam on the ESPN First Take sets this morning. So let me give a shout out to the people in the comments right now. We got a man, Mr. Lewis. He says, "Greetings, BJ. What's good, brother? I strongly believe Ty Lue is not using Ben Simmons correctly. He should have let him dribble down the court. I am no fan of Ty Lue. Okay, appreciate you, my brother." Clip Gang TV said, "Dang it, man. Kawhi checking Harden during the game. Say it ain't so. Go Clippers. Salute. Pull up fam chat panel. What's good? What's good? JM, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Gabe Moore, what's good? How you doing?" Nico said, "Ty Lue's rotations have been better lately, and I know why. I think Ty Lue's injury is the best thing that happened to the Clippers." He said also B. Shaw wasn't scared and showed the whole organization that he could do the job. Makes Ty Lue seems very hot and not guaranteed. Okay, appreciate that. Water X says players avoid Kawhi Leonard when he's playing defense. Players seek out Steph Curry when he's playing defense. Now tell me who fears who. Okay. Appreciate you, Water X. As y'all come here, make sure y'all smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you enter this house. You know what I mean? Corey Gear 5 says Kawhi is 11th in points per game their last 10 games. He came back on fire. Appreciate you, my man. Corey Gear was good. But as y'all, come in here, make sure y'all hit the like button, bro. We're going to talk about it. Let's get into the game last night first. Let's talk about what happened last night. And we're going to get into the subject at hand. And I'm going to let people come in. Y'all know the drill. So last night, the New Orleans Pelicans lose to the Los Angeles Clippers 114-98. All right. So if you guys did not see already, I got some good content that I dropped in my YouTube shorts. I had an interview with CJ McCollum. So make sure y'all go check out that right there. Please be sure to, share that as well. CJ McCollum, guard for New Orleans Pelicans, got a chance to get him. Y'all know the drill with, Ty Lue and the coaching staff. And I'm going to get some players probably closer to the playoffs, try to get some players to come in, for little sample interviews. And pretty sure y'all enjoy stuff like that. But let's talk about last night. The Clippers prevailed 98-114 at home over the New Orleans Pelicans. So as the Clippers win, they go 44-32, and the Pelicans lose, they go 21-55. The Clippers right now are in the 8th seed. The Pelicans are pretty much out of the playoffs for like the last couple months due to injuries throughout their entire year, throughout their entire roster. Dejounte Murray, Herb Jones, Zion Williamson has been shutting down. CJ McCollum been shutting down. Brandon Boston injury. So a lot of stuff, Also Trey Murphy, he got hurt as well. So, the Pelicans pretty much are just basically just playing, most of their second and third stringers. So let's talk about it. Let's go into the stats real quick. 52 to 50% field goal goes to the Clippers. 3-point percentage, 18.2 to 40.6 go to the Clippers. Free throw, 72.7 to 80.8 goes to the Clippers. They win all three of those categories. Rebounding, 39 to 30 goes to the Pelicans. Assists, 29 to 27 goes to the Pelicans. Steals, 9 to 9 is even. Blocks, 4 to 4 is even. Total turnovers, the Clippers with 13, the Pelicans with 17. So the Clippers win that. Decisive battle. Fouls given to the Pelicans was 21 to the Clippers 9. I think that's probably the lowest amount of fouls we committed in the entire season, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody have to correct me, but that's probably the lowest amount of fouls we've ever committed this season. Largest lead for us was 20. The largest lead for the Pelicans was 4. So team statistics pretty much point to the Clippers, having a heavy, outwardly hand. Let's go into some other aspects of the game. Let's talk about the box score. Let's talk about, some of the players on both sides. Let's talk about, first off, the Pelicans. As y'all can see, their starting five, a lot of guys are unrecognizable that, are not used to being in the starting lineup. So they started Kelly Olynyk. Y'all know the stretch 3-point shooter. Bruce Brown, champion with the Denver Nuggets. Yves Missy had a great game against the Clippers in New Orleans a few weeks back. Jose Alvarado, who has proven to be a pretty serviceable backup point guard. 17 points last night with 10 assists, double-double. Antonio Reeves, 33 minutes, 5 for 10 from the field, 11 points. As y'all come in there, hit that like button. So a lot of the guys on the bench, as y'all can see, are like pretty much third stringers, trying to find their way into the league. And, this is a good time for a team like the Pelicans who don't have like their starters or their main guys. So that opens the door for a lot of these, guys who are, third stringers, try to get some opportunity, some burn. So, yep. That's pretty much what I got to say about the Pelicans. Their best player was, Jose Alvarado, who I felt had like a field day getting, into the paint. And then the Clippers, look at the Clippers side, 28 points. Kawhi Leonard leads them 28. Zubac, 17 and 10, 6 for 8 from the field. James Harden, 21 points, 10 assists, 7 for 14 from the field. Let me see this. 10 assists, 2 turnovers. Great assist turnover ratio for James Harden. Norman Powell, 31 minutes, 4 for 11 from the field. Did not shoot the ball very well. Kind of was non-existent offensively, 11 points. Chris Dunn, 19 minutes, 11 points, hit 3 out of 5 of his 3-point shots, was very, very good. He also had 7 rebounds to go with that. So very, very good bounce back game for Chris Dunn against the New Orleans Pelicans. So that was pretty much their starters. Then off the bench, you had Bogdan Bogdanovic lead them with 16 points, who came alive in that second half, 5 for 6 from the field, 4 for 5 from the 3-point line. He was the main guy scoring off the bench. Nobody else really contributed offensively. Derrick Jones Jr. with 3 points. Didn't really have much of an impact. Nicholas Batum, not very good from the 3-point line, 3 points as well. And I think I know why I'm going to get into that in a minute. But in a nutshell, the Clippers in that fourth quarter pulled away and got the victory. Now I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about what I see with this matchup. As y'all come in here, make sure y'all hit that like button. What's good, Nico? Appreciate you, bro. Amir Ahmad said a good on point, healthy version is the Bale because they're both great players. I absolutely agree. We're going to get into this question. Who is more feared, Kawhi Leonard or Stephen Curry? And I want everybody to come in here, bro. This is a very, very important topic because the video I played, I'm going to play it again after I finish breaking down this Pelicans-Clippers matchup, was something that, came out of nowhere. Because my thing is, I like to do videos on stuff that really is, prevalent. So I like, this subject that we're about to talk about, but we got to talk about the game last night and what we saw. So the Clippers and the Pelicans, bro. What I've been seeing, like I asked Willie Green this last night, who's the coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. Y'all know who he is. This is the first year the Clippers have even been able to have a winning match head-to-head matchup against the Pelicans. Right? This is the first year that this even didn't happen, right? So I'm thinking, okay, why is it the Clippers struggle so much with the Pelicans, bro? Like over the past 4 seasons. I asked Willie Green that. He said he doesn't know, but he knows. He was just trying to be, modest, talking about, we're focusing on tonight and we're not trying to, think about what happened in the past, yada yada yada. But the thing about it is you've been the coach for the past 4 seasons. You know the reason why. But if y'all want to see that clip, it's going to be on my Instagram. Y'all can see the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. That's where you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter as well. And I post those, I post those short videos of the players. If y'all want to go follow that, go to my Twitter, go to my Instagram. That's where you're going to find a lot of those interviews. You know what I'm saying? Being engaged and being involved and stuff like that. So this is the first season the Pelicans have lost a season series to the Clippers. And even last night, the Clippers were struggling in the first half to really separate themselves from the Pelicans. In the third quarter, they still was a little bit too close. I think between 8 to 10 points. Now, mind you, this team didn't even have their starting 5, and they were missing a number of their key players. Right? DeJounte Murray's out with the torn Achilles. You got Zion Williamson with the back. You got Trey Murphy. With injury. Brandon Boston with injury. CJ McCollum was out. Herb Jones has been out for a majority of the season. A lot of factors of players that were not even there. So I'm like, why the hell can they not pull away from this team? But then I saw the Pelicans getting on the boards. I saw the Pelicans using their length. I saw the Pelicans being more active. And I saw Jose Alvarado getting into the paint at will. Nobody can keep him out the paint. That's why he came up with them 10 assists. Right? So he was able to create havoc and chaos for the Clippers' top 5 ranked defense. But they just have so much athleticism and length that it really puts us at a disadvantage, because a lot of times, from the years past, especially, we didn't have the athletes at that time. I can even say still to this day, we don't have the athletes to compete with the Pelicans if they're fully healthy. You got DJJ, who's an athlete. You got Amir Coffey, who's pretty athletic, but he didn't play last night. You don't really have too many crazy athletes. And that's what puts the Clippers against the Pelicans, why it's so different. Pelicans got Zion Williamson, they got Herb Jones, they got Brandon, they got Troy Murphy, they got this Yves Missy guy who's inside as a center. So that length and that athleticism and that youth, bro, bouncing all around creates a problem against the Clippers. So I'm walking away from that game saying to myself, bro, I'm actually glad that we ain't got to face the Pelicans in the postseason. I'm gonna be real with y'all, because the Pelicans they just have our number, bro. Like as a matchup situation, like some of those teams just have your number. They just get the best of you. It's styles make fights. So they've had the upper hand over us the past 4 seasons. So does it surprise me the way the game was going for the first 3 quarters? Yes. And no, because I see the coaches still the same coach in Willie Green. They have still some of the same, they have a certain type of player they like to, try to recruit: long, lengthy, active, athletic players. And that's what they even have in their 3rd string. So that's why I wanted to kind of, get into. But Clippers got the win. That's what they need to get. They got to definitely be actively getting these wins as time goes on, because you want to stay out of the play-in. Right now, the Clippers are in the 3rd seed, or they're in the 7th seed right now. They're in the 8th seed right now. So tonight, you got the Timberwolves and the Lakers. You got the Lakers and the Warriors, and you got the Timberwolves and the Nets. So you want to see the Timberwolves beat the Nets, or you want to see the Nets beat the Timberwolves, and you want to see the Lakers beat the Warriors if you want the Clippers to move up, or you want the Pelicans to, you want the Heat to beat the Grizzlies, right? You want the Heat to beat the Grizzlies, you want the Lakers to beat the Warriors, and you want the Nets to beat the Timberwolves. You want one of the three things to happen for the Clippers to move up. Right, 6 more games left in the regular season. So a lot of stuff can change this upcoming weekend. Y'all come here hit that like button. Excuse me. But let's go into the main attraction. Shout out to my boy Don. What's good, bro? He said I was just about to call you about what Marcus Morris said. Let's get into that right now. So y'all sit back and relax, and y'all rehear what Marcus Morris said earlier today, which was actually somebody that I was doing a video on this morning spoke about it, and told me that you need to do a video about this. I'm like, all right. So then it's Marcus Morris was a former Clipper speaking on something that he feels strongly about, and he was on ESPN First Take Set with Stephen A. Smith and Molly Karam and the rest of the crew. So I want y'all to hear what former Clipper Marcus Morris had to say about this subject. So here we go.
I wouldn't go far and say it's Steph Curry. Listen, he's very respectable. Everyone knows Steph Curry, if not the best point guard that ever played the game, right? But I gotta disagree with you right there. And you know who I'm gonna go to? And I know this not gonna be your favorite, but I'm gonna talk about number 2 over there with the Clipper Nation, baby. I'm going with Kawhi.
You got to be crazy. I can't believe you just said that. And the reason why Kawhi healthy is a total different player.
God.
A total different player. Are we talking about offensively? We talking offensively? Yes, Steph Curry is definitely. Give me the ball. Take the ball from you. Listen, offensively, Steph Curry, listen, you have to 3-4 guys have to be on him. But Kawhi Leonard, offensively, defensively, you don't want him even near the ball. They're going to sort out Steph Curry defensively. Lord. And we both know that. That Steph is definitely a liability on defense. We know that. So we're going to have to build your game plan around protecting him defensively. Kawhi Leonard, offensively, defensively, and the way he carries teams. Something's wrong with you, Marcus. When he's healthy, it's the best player to be fair enough.
You've had a killer first day.
I'm sorry.
And you had fantastic. You had to have one hell. You couldn't go undefeated today. You had to take an L. That take is an L. I mean, he's horrible. And especially on the strength that you just came back from downplaying Nikola Jokic into Kawhi Leonard.
I didn't downplay him. You said top 20. We talking about the top.
Why didn't you respond?
I told you what my
answer was.
All right. So, like I said, when y'all come here, make sure y'all smash the like button. So, that was the conversation between Kawhi and Steph Curry. And according to Marcus Morris, he feels like Steph Curry or Kawhi Leonard is more feared than Steph Curry. Now, Marcus Morris is retired now. He's no longer playing. I think the last team he played for was the Cleveland Cavaliers last season. He spent, I believe, he came here about, I think he spent 4 seasons with the Clippers. So he's played with Kawhi from 2020 all the way to 2023. And, he basically was one of the main pieces to the team looking to win a championship in the Kawhi PG era. So obviously he has a connection with Kawhi there. Marcus Morris has been to the conference finals multiple times. He's definitely has an NBA resume that's solidified. You can talk to him. He's been a key piece to big playoff caliber team. So there's that's there. So when you talk about basketball, like I say, I like talking with people who know the game, whether you played or not, bro. Like if you can just talk the game, bro, I can talk to you pretty much all day because I just love talking to people who understand the game. I understand like scheme. I understand feel, understand is everything in a nutshell. I like talking to people like that. Salute to my boy Mass. I'll go follow my boy Time Out with Mr. Mass. Great content over there as well. Great basketball content. And if y'all want to learn how to cook, that's your man. That's your guy. If you got a female, got a girl, wife, whatever, and you want to make a nice meal for her or, for the family, go check out my man Time Out with Mr. Mass, bro. Great coverage over there. But what was I saying? I just love great content and or great basketball talk. So Marcus Morris put a real big, claim out there that Kawhi Leonard is the most feared player, not just over Steph Curry, but in the league. And I'm gonna go into another, hitting point as well. But that is something that is starting to grow more and more stronger now. People are really starting to take heed to Kawhi Leonard and how he's been playing, which is great. But of course, the whole question is he going to be healthy for the postseason, and how is he going to look? So, speaking of postseason, I'm going to play another segment as well, which is going to surround Marcus Morris speaking about the Clippers as a team, not just Kawhi Leonard, because there's a distinction that I want to actually say between Kawhi and the Clippers, because it's a difference. Like when you talk about fearing or, talking about being worried. But this segment came as well. He was on there for the full segment. And he said that, do you trust the Thunder or Lakers more in the West? So he took one of these teams out and put the Clippers in there because guess who, Kawhi Leonard. But this ties into kind of the conversation, Kawhi being the most feared, because look who he's choosing to put them over. So I want y'all to listen to what Marcus Morris had to say about this subject. It was about a 2-minute segment. So here we go.
You sure you trust everybody else on the Lakers? You brought up experience.
Yeah.
You sure you supporting that?
I gotta go. I have to. You have 3 guys that can get a basket. Let's go back to the Bulls game where they lost on the half-court shot.
Yep.
Who made the game-winning shot? Leading shot.
Reeves.
That means that it doesn't matter who they put the ball in their hands. Each of these guys can get a basket at a high level. In the playoffs, you cannot double team everyone. You're already going to double team Luka Doncic. You're going to try to double team LeBron there, here, and there. Who's the third guy that can stick this man right here?
Well, what about the Lakers and what they're going to do to stop what OKC is throwing?
7-game series. It's a 7-game series. We can dissect it. Each game is different.
Okay.
Each game is different. We talk about Luka Doncic's defense. He didn't have defense last year. They got to the finals.
Yeah. And what happened in the finals? When they went up against a better team.
We talking about getting to the finals. They went up against a better team, a way more prepared team with Jason Tatum.
Major props, Harden and Powell. But when you bring me Kawhi Leonard, and you're going to bring him history, I can bring him injury history. Leonard.
Okay, so I want to make sure that y'all didn't miss a beat if y'all heard the whole thing, because I think the connection, I don't know if it kind of went away, but if y'all can hear me, let me know that y'all in the chat, y'all can hear me before I continue this, because I don't want y'all, missing any parts of it. If y'all missed anything, I'll rewind it back, and we can start from where I lost the connection, but if y'all can hear me, let me know that in the chat. Y'all can hear me. All right, bet. So Corey here, you can hear me, cool. All right, bet. So we got 40 people who have over 40 likes up in here. I put the question into the chat box with Kawhi Leonard and Steph. We're gonna go back to that, but I want to talk about this segment as well. Y'all see Marcus Morris, who he took out. It wasn't the Lakers. He took out the Oklahoma City Thunder out of the playoff picture, or the top teams. And he's going to go deeper into his sediments as well. But now he's about to talk about the Clippers as well. He puts them over the OKC Thunder, and because of Kawhi Leonard. So I want y'all to hear the rest of what he has to say.
Kawhi, this is his time. Okay. He stayed healthy. The OKC better not see the Clippers. Hold on, they better not see the Clippers.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, Perk. I'm coming to you, Perk. I'm going to have a heart. You get ready to give me a heart attack on the national television. Are you telling me you willing to bet your money that Kawhi Leonard going to be healthy during the playoffs?
I'm willing to bet it.
You willing to bet that Kawhi Leonard going to be healthy?
I'm willing to bet it.
Oh, my God.
I'm willing to lay it on the line and bet that he'll be ready to play the playoffs at a high level.
What's today's date, right?
At a high level.
April 3rd. April 3rd at 10:14 p.m. A.m. rather. A.m. 10:14 a.m.
as well. Ty Lue, Adam Van Gundy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Ain't nobody questions.
So there's him saying he feel like they're gonna get not just the Thunder ain't gonna be able to. He takes the Clippers over the Thunder, but he also says that he thinks Kawhi is gonna be healthy. So that's been the biggest elephant in the room is Kawhi gonna be healthy. Now, based off of this, now of course we don't have a crystal ball, but the way it's looking right now. This is the closest Kawhi has played up until the end of the season since 2023. He low managed that season, and then he had torn his meniscus. So this right here, he's close to very, very being close to the playoffs at this instant. So we still have to, dissect for the situation. But you can only imagine what the medical staff is feeling like. That's why I kind of say, you know what? These back-to-backs, yes, I really feel like that Kawhi should be playing. But it's only human nature for a medical staff who's dealt with this guy for 4 years have had to, be like, oh, man, we just don't want to make the wrong move. We're so close to the finish line. Like, we just want to hold on. So you kind of overthink at times. And that's what I think the Clippers have been doing is overthinking. Naturally, but it's something that it's understandable, but I do think he needs to be playing back-to-backs. But back to the point, I think he says that the Clippers got Kawhi, but I want y'all to hear what Kendrick Perkins had to say in rebuttal to what Marcus Morris said about OKC, because I like to hear both sides of the coin, and we're gonna hear both sides of the coin of what he's gonna say as well. So here we go.
Perk, go ahead.
Quick question. So you have the Lakers coming out of the West or the Clippers coming out of the West?
I have the Lakers coming out of the West, but the question was, do you have OKC? I said I don't have OKC in front of the Clippers. I don't have OKC in front of Golden State. Let's be clear. I don't have OKC in front of Denver.
Agreed. See, when I say that, it's, oh, BJ, you hating, or BJ, you... No, I'm not. Bro, understand something about me, bro. I don't have no dog in this race, other than I do support the Clippers, and I am, with them. Outside of that, bro, when I talk about other teams, bro, the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Suns, the Thunder, what I'm saying, the Warriors, what I'm saying, when they talk about these other teams, bro, like, if they're comparing those teams amongst each other, bro, I'm literally going off of my own basketball sense. I am not sold on Oklahoma City like that. Not in the postseason, because they haven't gave me nothing to be sold on. Let's go to last season. Last year, you get to the playoffs, and you face the New Orleans Pelicans team that we have trouble with in the first round, but Zion's not even there to play. Not only that you don't have Zion, you don't have DeJounte Murray on this team right now, who I think will be the missing piece for them. You don't have a fully, team over there in New Orleans against OKC. So you beat them, you sweep them, and then you go against the Dallas Mavericks, who is the 5th seed, who I felt the Clippers played better up against without Kawhi than the Thunder played full strength. Both went 6 games, and the Thunder showed they didn't have nobody outside of Shea to come. So you beat a team without their best player against New Orleans, and then you lost to a team that you were the first seed and they were the 5th seed. Same record as this year, same hype in the regular season. You still got beat because your interior play was not there. You went and got Isaiah Hardenstein, you got Alex Caruso, who are great defenders and stuff like that. That's what's up. But we still need to see it. Even in the years prior, OKC hasn't had no success in the playoffs, and I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. SGA is 27 years old, bro, and people talk like he just came into the league. They want to lower the bar for these dudes, man, and I'm tired of hearing it. This guy's been in the league for 7 years. You know how many players who are at his level who have done more at his before he was 27 years old? Anthony Edwards is 23. He just already got to the conference finals. We know what Luka Doncic did 2 years in 2 times before the age of 27. Conference finals, twice, and NBA finals. I'm not even a big Luka fan like that. Giannis Antetokounmpo, NBA champion, Finals MVP, before the age of 28, or before the age of 27. Right? Kawhi Leonard, before the age of 27, bro, had a championship twice, and he was on the verge of going against a dynasty against the Golden State Warriors, bro. Paul George, 2 conference finals back-to-back against LeBron James before the age of 24. Who else can I keep going? I can keep going. Kevin Durant, before the age of 22, got to the NBA Finals. These guys that Marcus Morris is talking about, bro, y'all are hyping up guys who are 27, 28 years old who ain't had no playoff success. And then people want to act like they should have the bar set for. Nah, man. There's a reason why he's saying the Nuggets. The reason why he's saying the Warriors is the reason why he's saying the Clippers. Because they have guys who are already proven. Jokic, Kawhi, Steph, that are already proven at that level. Oklahoma City is going to have to prove, with SGA leading them, that they are more than just a regular season team. So that's what I want to say about that. And we keep going.
Let's be clear.
Making the conference final.
I don't.
Wow.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not a regular season guy, man. I'm a playoff guy. You can.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Mark. Did you watch me, bro? Did you watch me the other day? He had to watch me, bro. Mook had to, somebody in the front office must have told Mook to watch me. Because that's the same way I say. I'm not a regular season guy, bro. Only but so much. I'm really not. Even with the Thunder and the Clippers, I'm gonna let Perk go after this. This whole the Clippers lost Shea and they lost this, bro. OKC hasn't done anything since the trade was made. And there's no guarantee. You don't know what's gonna happen, bro. Like, it's easy for you to start off with, oh, they got all this hype when you were already at ground zero. I was thinking about OKC a couple years ago. They were like the new kids on the block. So it's a fun story. Just like, look at Memphis. Look at the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies were the OKC Thunder just about 2-3 seasons ago. Young, exciting, flashy, all that. Look at them now. Now, I don't think it's going to be the same because SGA is more mature than Ja Morant. But what I'm saying is, bro, you're going up against guys who want the same thing that you got, and they have more experience and more success. You don't know what OKC is going to be 2-3 years from now if they don't get this done, and if they don't get to at least the conference finals, because that's the bar I'm setting for them. I'm setting conference final for OKC. I don't want to hear nothing about they're too young. I don't want to hear none of that, because when you compare them to the guys I named just a minute ago, Those guys were 22, 23, going to the conference finals, making deep runs, going to the NBA finals, winning finals MVPs. So, yeah, that's what I want to say. But I'm going to let Perk go.
That's true. That's true.
Guys can set out games.
40% from three, 76
playoff games. You can do what you want during that regular season.
That's you.
Them lights get different in the playoffs. Them lights get different in the playoffs.
Well, listen. I get you on that, Marcus.
Brown and a super deep team with a great coach. They lost. They got their behinds whooped. But we're talking about coming out of the West, right? They're 32-13 in the West right now. OKC is 35-11. What does that tell you? That they're top of the West right now, right? And I'm going to go back to the Clippers because I believe Kawhi Leonard is on fire right now. He's on fire, and let's not forget they still got James Harden.
No, we haven't even spoke on Harden. We haven't even
he
said
deserves
anything
major
about
props, Harden and Powell. But when you bring me Kawhi Leonard, and you're gonna bring him this week, I can bring him.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view of
Leonard, Kawhi, this is his time. Okay. He stayed healthy. The OKC better not see the Clippers. They better not see
Perk,
the Clippers.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, Perk. I'm coming to you, Perk. I'm going to have a heart attack. You get ready to give me a heart attack on the national television. Ready. Are you telling me you willing to bet your money that Kawhi Leonard going to be healthy during the playoffs?
I'm willing to bet it.
You willing to bet that Kawhi Leonard going to be
I'm willing to bet it.
Oh, my God.
I'm willing to lay it on the
got you.
Well, listen. I get you on that, Marcus. I understand that. But as a guy that went to 5 NBA finals and went to a championship, I know a contender and I know the real deal when I see it. That Oklahoma City Thunder team is locked the hell in. And I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you a statement game that they had this season without Jalen Williams. They walked up into Boston. And they put a spanking on them boys. And SGA put on a damn show. And Jalen Williams was not available, who's, by the way, we could argue and debate whether or not he's the second best player. But I will say this about their offense. Draymond Green came in the studio yesterday, and him and I were having a conversation. He said, well, Perk, they defense is like that. He said, but I want to know is who's going to be that guy that's going to go get a second bucket, go get that second option type guy. Agreed. And I said that guy's going to be Chet Holmgren. And let me explain why. We saw last year with the Boston Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis come back in the NBA Finals. He was the X factor. You know why? Last year, he was the best post-up player in the game. And now when you got so many guys switching pick and rolls, that's what the league does. It switches pick and rolls. Now you're utilizing Chet Holmgren to take advantage of those smaller mismatches. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to end with this. Those young guys, they may be young, but they got old souls.
All right. So, appreciate that, Pastor Perkins. So, Kendrick Perkins is riding with OKC, saying that they have a team that's fully equipped, fully ready, locked in, all that. You gotta respect it. Kendrick Perkins is a champion. He went to 5 finals, like he said. You know, went to OKC, went to you know what I'm saying? You know, with Boston as well. Went to the finals with those teams. And I think he went with Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, with LeBron and them. So he definitely understands basketball at the highest level when you talk about winning. But I'm going to say is this with OKC. The Clippers against OKC, what Marcus said, I have questions as a team about beating OKC because of what I saw a few weeks ago. But I also look at the team and how it's built and who's coaching and their scheming on why I have questions. This is what I would say about OKC. They're well disciplined. They're well coached. Everybody knows their roles. They have great chemistry amongst each other. Everything is pretty much checked. They're top 5, ranked in offense, top 5 in defense. They have a year of experience in the playoffs of Alpha Lassie. That's why I'm not giving them anything lower than the conference finals this year. Like that's where they should be at if they are for real like that. Like Perk is saying, they should be in the conference finals. But I still believe they can be beat because I feel like the teams that I put them against, like the Suns, or not the Suns. I'm sorry, I said the Suns, the Warriors and the Nuggets. Those teams to me have as impactful players in the playoffs, and they have more experience. So that's what I'll say about OKC. Now, with the Clippers, back to the point with Kawhi over Steph and what Marcus Morris had to say. When they asked the question, is Kawhi more feared than Steph? I believe he is around the league because of what he can do on the court. Now, if you talk about just offensively, then yes, Steph is more feared, in my personal opinion, because of his ability to score anywhere on the court. And not just him with the ball, without the ball. You got to think about him without the ball. You got to always be paying attention to where Steph is on the basketball court. You're never resting when you're guarding Steph. You're always having to move around. You're always having to think where your mind is just rolling all over the place. That's what makes him so dangerous, because you don't know what's going to happen, because you don't know what shot he's going to shoot. You don't know where he's going to shoot the shot at. You don't know where he's going to be at. Your head's always on a swivel. Kawhi is different. You know what he's going to do. You just can't stop it. You know where he's going to, posting. You know where he's going to be at. So you expecting it. You just can't stop it. Offensively, you have to exert more energy against Stephen Curry because of the energy he uses. Kawhi is usually, just getting to his spots, looking to score his baskets. He's going to get doubled because, you're so damn strong that you have to put two on him. But Steph, I will give that to him as far as the offensive side. Now, the defense, we already know what it is. And I think somebody put in the comments, people actually set screens to get away from Kawhi. That's called respect. They set screens to get away from Kawhi defensively. So you don't even want him near the ball, like Marcus Morris said, because the same degree Steph Curry creates offensively is the same degree Kawhi creates defensively. So overall, if you talk about overall, Kawhi is more effective overall as far as a basketball player. You can do more things on the court. Now, Steph, quiet is kept. He can rebound the hell out the ball. He can assist. He can get steals. But the defensive side of the ball that Kawhi Leonard brings, that's where you can say he's more feared. I will put Kawhi on Steph before I put Steph on Kawhi. I mean, Kawhi on Steph, you can actually do something with. Steph on Kawhi is just like you have to throw a double. You have to throw a double on Kawhi when your Steph is guarding him because of his size and of his girth and how big he is. So that's where the matchup issues. He's more of a matchup problem for Steph than the other way around. So I will agree with Marcus Morris when you talk about around the league and what he has, like players have to deal with. I think it's more of a, threat for Kawhi. Now, I will listen to people say Steph is more feared, but we have to tell me what the reason is. Because the only thing I can think of is just basically the gravity he brings offensively. Like I watched that Memphis game on the other night, bro. What he did that game was unbelievable. And I'm not even talking about just the scoring. I'm talking about the steals, the energy exerted that he brought as well, the will. And that's one thing I love about Steph. You could tell he has a lot of will and a lot of competitiveness and competitive nature inside of him. Like he wasn't letting the Grizzlies beat them that day. Which is why I believe in the postseason, when the playoffs come, that he's going to be as ready as what Kawhi is going to be. But the difference is that, and I'm just going to be honest with y'all, I'm not confident in this coaching staff. I'm not confident in Ty Lue as of right now. Because every time I hear the Clippers, people say they fear Kawhi, but you don't say you fear the Clippers. Like if you look at a team like Boston, people say we actually respect Boston. Like we respect what they bring. When it used to be back in the day with the Warriors, you say you fear the Warriors. It wasn't just Steph, it wasn't just KD, it wasn't just Clay, it wasn't just Draymond. You feared the Warriors. Right? When you talk about, a team aspect, that's who you fear. When you talk about the Clippers, people keep saying just they fear Kawhi. Okay, we get who Kawhi is, but look at the other aspects. Look at the team. Do you say you fear the Clippers? See, before you would hear more times like when the Clippers in the 2-1-3 era said we fear we look at the Clippers as the top team. You heard the Clippers name more than what you heard with just one player. And that tells a lot to me. That tells me that you're confident in Kawhi, but you're not confident in the whole team. And I'm kind of right there because it's like they haven't really given me anything this season against the top teams to feel like, okay, we got this. Against OKC, they haven't given it to me. Against Houston, they ain't gave it to me. Against the Lakers, they ain't gave it to me. Against the Timberwolves, they ain't gave it to me. They haven't given me that, okay, we're going to go into this series and just beat them. Which brings me to this point. How do we do this going into the postseason and the playoffs? Well, first of all, we need to win these games out at home and find out who we're going to be going up against. But as far as the postseason and the playoffs, Kawhi will have to go nuclear, bro. But the thing about it is, even if he went nuclear, and I'm talking about, let's say he was Kawhi in 2021. Let's not even go to Toronto Kawhi. Let's say if Kawhi was 2021 Kawhi, where he was averaging like 30 points a game off of 57, 39, 88 shooting splits. Just ridiculous. Guarding on the other side of the ball. It was him and KD in the 21 playoffs who were the two best players for 2 rounds, in my personal opinion. Those were the 2 best players in the playoffs, Kawhi and KD. At that point, salute E. He said Steph is more feared. I won't even argue that. I mean, especially, was because of Steph's body of work. I will listen to that. I would definitely listen to that. I don't even have no issue with that. He said Kawhi is what best players fear. They say it time and time again. They do. And it goes throughout the entirety of the league, bro. Like, you're not gonna find nobody that don't really respect and really have a certain amount of, from LeBron to Luka to KD to even Steph. Remember, bro, in 2017 against the Warriors, bro, and I say this all the time. I'm telling you, if my boy didn't get hurt, Warriors would have their hands full. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the Spurs had the number only team in the West with a winning record against the Warriors that year. If I'm not mistaken. And then in Toronto, I think they had a winning record against the Warriors as well that year. So that's why I say, bro, like Steph knows what it is with him too. KD knows what it is. Luka knows what it is. LeBron knows what it is. So you're not gonna find nobody who really gonna talk crazy about him. But the problem is just these injuries that keep, biting him. But let's just go to 2021, Kawhi. I'm gonna let y'all in after this. If he's 2021 Kawhi, then okay, he can probably will the Clippers pretty damn far with all those restraints, right? The lessen the talent, the rotations, the lineups. He can probably will you over that. But these other teams like Golden State, like Denver, OKC, yada yada yada, the Lakers, they got top level players too, and I think they have better coaching. I think, and even Houston has better coaching, but they don't have the player of a Kawhi Leonard stature. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But it can't be just the Clippers. The Kawhi is about Kawhi, bro. It's gonna take a full 5, full 8 for us to, because we're looking to win the title. I mean, I don't need to hear Kawhi's this. I want to hear championship. That's why I think Kawhi's interested more. He wants to win a championship. But this is a subject I wanted to touch on. I want y'all to kind of give me y'all thoughts. Invite y'all in right now. Drop this link real quick so y'all can come and cook. I'm about to go and let y'all cook in. I'm gonna sit back and just listen. Excuse me. He said he'll be healthy, bro. They figured it out. He'll be healthy. I believe he will too. I believe he'll be healthy this year. My man, Mr. Mass, what's good, brother?
Hey BJ, how you doing, man? Great interview last night with CJ. That was pretty cool. Like how you asked him about his mid-range shot and where he got that from, and he gave a good answer. He was too weak to shoot the 3 ball, so he stepped in and shot the mid-range of that. So that was kind of cool. This topic is actually it's an interesting topic because I think both Kawhi and Steph Curry are feared for different reasons. Now we can judge who's feared more, but if I take them at their apex, right, and say who's feared more, you can't go wrong with either guy. In my opinion, some would say Kawhi's defense puts him over the top because the scoring output it's up there for Kawhi. But I'm gonna say Steph Curry, bro, because of what Steph does to a defense. Not saying Kawhi doesn't do something to a defense, but I don't think a team or a coaching staff, and I'm gonna approach it this way, BJ and Leezy. I don't think the night before a coaching staff is trying to figure out how to stop Kawhi, and I don't think they're losing sleep to the level that they probably would lose sleep trying to figure out stuff. Not because Kawhi's not the guy or he's not the man. It has nothing to do with that. They're just fared different ways, and the way that Steph can extend the defense. His off-ball movement is like no other. His shooting, right? The way he makes guys better. His dribble, his handle, his passing, his quick release. I'm going to go with Steph, but I would not push back. I would not argue if anybody told me Kawhi Leonard. Now, I'm looking at both these guys at their peak powers, right? And, yeah, man, I mean, Kawhi's up there. Steph's up there. I'm going to take Steph. But it's just I got to go with the guy who's been doing it, in my opinion, more consistently. But I'm not going to push back if somebody says, give me Kawhi. And again, Kawhi's physical. He comes with aggression. His defensive prowess is, like no other in this era at that position, at the small forward position. So he's a very high impactful two-way player. Steph is nowhere near the defensive player that Kawhi is. And when we say fear, we have to factor in both sides of the court, because I hate the fact that we assess guys and we just leave out defense. Like, defense is part of basketball, so we can't leave it out. And I know that when people hear me say I fear Steph more, or I think teams do, and Steph is not the defensive guru that Kawhi is, and Kawhi is still giving you elite offense, some may call me a hypocrite. And I get it. Maybe I'm not explaining it the right way, but I think Steph is just his impact on an offense is so goddamn elite, and it's so tough to prepare for. And even if you prepare for it and you make all the right check downs and the adjustments, he's still able to, get his shit off and just do things. But I don't want to spend too much time on this because I can't think of any other way to explain it. I mean, I don't know, man. I'll just take Steph, but if any of you guys come in here and say Kawhi Leonard, bro, like I can't push back, Leezy. I just can't, because we can't forget defense, bro. And I've seen Kawhi Leonard impact games just on the defensive end, as well, and not even being an elite scorer at times. And then you factor in the scoring, and then you factor in, some of the postseason runs before he got injured. I mean, we're talking like MJ territory, 50, 40, 90, 50, 60, 90 at times, if I'm not mistaken. An elite offensive player and an elite defensive player. But I'm going to take Steph, bro. That's just me. But that's all I got for now, BJ.
Man, appreciate you, Maz. Appreciate you. I'm going to go to Dom, and I'm going to go to Elise right after. What's good, Dom? Yo, Dom, you on mute. Dom. Going once, going twice. All right. Go to my man E. What's good, E?
What's good with it, man? DJ, salute, man. Dom, everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel. I'm gonna have to kind of like repeat some of the same sentiments as Mass. I would take Steph Curry only because Steph Curry is so polarizing in the sense that before a team matches up with Steph, the opposing team's staff and coaches, they're really game planning like crazy, and they throw the kitchen sink at Steph. I'm talking about boxing one. I'm talking about full court, half court traps. I'm talking about face guard, full on ball denial, like, you know what I'm saying, for the whole game. And the reason why I say Steph is because even given all of those different defenses, he can still beat you because of his off-ball movement. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's different if he was just an on-ball player and then you threw double teams and all those different type of stunts and, different coverages, you know what I'm saying, at him with the 1-3-1s and the boxing ones, or, you know what I'm saying, the court, half court or quarter court traps and matchup zones, or however you want to try to game plan for him. But the simple fact that he can play with and without the basketball, he's really unguardable. Like, you know what I'm saying? You really have to just pray that Steph Curry is having an awful night and just turning the ball over like crazy. Because when Steph Curry is on, you see what you seen the other night against Memphis. Doesn't matter what your best player does on their end. They can drop a 30-burger or 40-burger. Steph Curry is that good to where he can hit 3 straight threes from like 35, 40 feet, and you literally like the game over. It feels like it's an avalanche. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has that sort of like impact when it comes to him going in one of those zones, bro. And only because he doesn't get tired. He keeps himself so in the tip-top shape and well-conditioned to run around literally all game nonstop, that you just have to pray and hope that he just having a night to where, like, man, you fortunate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because we've seen some of them games where Steph Curry be wide open, and he just can't make a shot for whatever reason. It happened on the biggest stage of them all in the NBA Finals 2016, Game 7. So you just hope that you can get one of them games from him, though. But I would say that. But I wouldn't give any pushback if somebody said Kawhi, because Kawhi is also equally as impactful because of his ability to score 30 and then shut you down on the other end. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But, Kawhi Leonard really, he is the threat that Steph Curry is. as far as off
That nigga
ball,
Kawhi not shutting nobody down no more, nigga.
off ball, and you know what I'm saying, his 3-point barrage, like, you know what I'm saying. But Kawhi he's elite, bro, on both.
He could still score, but that nigga not shutting nobody down no more, bro.
Hold on, Ken. Hold on, Ken.
No. I still believe Kawhi got really good. Kawhi,
he can't move, bro. That nigga he did 3 knee surgery.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Ken. No, he good. But I was just about to finish. But the reason why I say all of that, because Kawhi's defense right now is still better than some players' best defense. Let's just keep it 100. If Kawhi wanted to get up in your shit and really just get up in there, like, you know what I'm saying? Even with all the surgeries, Kawhi can still move laterally. I seen him. So I'm not buying that Kawhi the knees is fucked up. I don't care what nobody say. Players who got bad knees don't move like how he moving. He just getting older. He might slow down because he's getting older, but he's still in the best shape than a lot of these other players. Like, you know what I'm saying? So his defense, in my opinion, can still be elite. But a lot of these players today, they don't play defense the same way because it's just that's what part of the game we at. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, they're requiring him to play lockdown defense. You got Chris Dunn, you got Zubac back there, you got Derrick Jones Jr. Now, if he wanted to turn it up a notch on defense and really shut you down, like we've seen players who really play hard defense, like the Houston Rockets the other night. They turned it up on Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron. They shut them down. Yeah, they scored a couple shots, but everything was hard for them. Like, and that's all effort and attention to detail and coaching, bro, and preparation. Like, and will. That's all that was. If Kawhi really wanted to shut you down, bro, he put them claws down there. You know what I'm saying? He can shut you down, bro, because he's hella strong. You ain't finna move him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he can still slide his feet to where, you know, he put that arm bar out there and he can kind of slow you down. Like, you have to really be on some crossing him up type shit. You know what I'm saying? To where, like when I seen that game against Orlando, Payo gave Kawhi fits because Payo is huge and hella strong. He kind of gave Kawhi problems. Outside of that, I don't really see too many people giving Kawhi problems, but Payo is just a fucking freak of nature. He's kind of like a LeBron, kind of like his like, you know what I'm saying? His physique, he's hella big. You know what I'm saying? He kind of gave Kawhi some fits, you know what I'm saying, in that Orlando game. Like, you know what I'm saying, I would say. But Kawhi can still lock people up, though. But that's all I got.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel that. Let me go to my boy Dom, and I'm going to go to Ken. What's good, Dom?
What we talking about, BJ? So, a lot of people coming on. They take Steph Curry. I might take calm, BJ. You know where I stand, bro. You know who my boy is. You know who it's gonna always be. Here's the truth. I understand Curry. You know, he changed the game with the shooting and all that. But if I have to build a team, I'm gonna go with him. If I'm building a team around a person, but if I'm looking at all aspects of basketball in general, I'm taking Kawhi, bro. What does Kawhi do that Curry? What does Curry do Kawhi can't do, bro? Think about it. What does he do? He probably shoots better.
Playoff ball and shoot.
Yeah. Yo, BJ, did he just say playoff ball? Yo, BJ, do he not know what Kawhi turns into during the playoffs?
No, he's saying play off the ball.
Oh, okay. I thought he said playoff ball. Yeah. Kawhi can play off the ball. What you mean? Kawhi's not a guy that. Hold on, Cleasy. Kawhi is not a guy that needs the ball in his hand. He's not a LeBron, bro. Kawhi could play in any system. See, Curry is a nigga that he needs the ball in his hand to be effective. Kawhi could play off that ball.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hold on, do you know what we mean? I'm gonna let you finish. Do you know what we mean when we say playoff ball? Rip Hamilton, Reggie Miller. They don't need to pound the ball 100 times to be effective.
And that's the thing with Kawhi. We don't need
I'm talking about constant movement off the screens, moving around, catching and shooting. That's what Curry does better than anybody in the league. That's what I'm saying.
Well, here's the thing. What Kawhi? All right, I'll give you that because he does. But Kawhi, we're not gonna act like Kawhi can't play off the ball and be effective. We've seen games, and BJ, you know it. The nigga took a back seat, James Harden takes over. Or when PG was there, he takes a back seat, PG takes over. So again, Kawhi doesn't need the ball in his hands 100% of the time. Now, if it's crunch time, bro, we down by like maybe 3 or 4. I'm giving that ball to Kawhi. He's gonna score 2 easy points, or he's gonna get that 3 to tie the game up. I don't know if I'm trusting Curry in those situations because once you trap and double him, it's over at that point.
Well, what if you trap and double Kawhi then? It's the same thing. They're going to get a ball up, right?
I don't know.
Any player is going to, if you trap any player in the NBA, they're going to terminate their dribble and they're forced to pass the ball, bro.
Of course. But have we not seen Kawhi barge through like 3-4 different niggas, bro? We've seen it where he'll take 3 niggas to the cup with him, bro.
Okay.
Hey, that shit is ugly. We've seen it. Hold on. We've seen it where he'll take 2 or 3 niggas with him and he'll still get the N1. You know what I'm saying? So I've never seen Curry be able to.
We've seen Curry shoot over 3 niggas with a hand in his face.
Yeah, but listen, but that's shooting though, Cleasy. All right, so let me ask you a question. We'll chop this argument down to one concept. Who's a better game manager, Kawhi or Steph Curry?
Kawhi or Steph Curry?
Now, think about when I ask you this. I'm talking about a game manager, elite game manager.
Elite game manager.
That can control the tempo of a game and control the outcome of a game.
Tempo, control. I would say both
Tempo
of them,
and
to be
outcome.
honest.
I mean,
both of them can do it, right?
I mean, yeah. What do you mean outcome? I mean, Curry's outcome is
okay. Here's the thing. When I say outcome, not to cut you off, big bro. Outcome meaning when Kawhi steps on the floor, bro, he can literally control the pace of the game. Curry can can Curry do that? If Curry is on fire, shooting the lights out, he can do it. But if you're telling him you can't shoot, like, all right, so let's say we be like, yo, you can't shoot 3s for this whole game, but you can shoot 2s and get to the cup. He's not going to be able to control the pace of a game by doing that.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can because his off-ball movement,
his
off-ball movement,
I
Leezy
feel what
controls
you're
the pace
saying,
of the
though.
game for his team. No, I know, but Leezy, Curry's off-ball movement controls the pace for his team. Like Curry ain't got to shoot 3s
layups
to control the pace.
He got a left and a right hand.
Like,
but here's the thing, though. I'm not saying what I'm saying is if he can't touch that ball, right? The Warriors don't have a chance of possibly winning.
If Kawhi don't touch the ball, the Clippers.
So if Kawhi doesn't score, do you think the Clippers have a chance to win?
Here's the thing. Listen to me. Listen, if Kawhi doesn't score, and BJ, listen to me. BJ is a testament to this shit. Kawhi, Kawhi could be on the fucking floor, and these niggas are turned up to a whole nother notch. And he could probably have an off game.
Nah.
I mean, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
That's
remember?
crazy.
It did happen. What you mean it happened last year with Dallas?
The playoffs, bro.
But here's the thing, though. But listen, though. I'm saying, I think, what was it? I think we won what? 1 and 2, I think we won. If I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and look at the standings. Yo, when Kawhi was hurt, wasn't doing nothing, PG, and this nigga Harden stepped up. So, again, it's a whole nother.
PG scored 7 points. What do you mean, bro?
Well, Harden. I'm sorry, Harden. Sorry, Harden.
Without their star player.
Say it again.
Who has a better record without their star player, the Warriors or LA Clippers this year?
My Clippers have had over the past couple years. What you mean?
Right.
Without Kawhi, we stayed afloat.
So
without Curry, y'all wasn't doing nothing.
That's impact. So when you insert Steph Curry, the win percentage, the share. The wins by share, I guess that percentage, that number increases. But with Kawhi, it kind of levels, bro, because the Clippers can still win without Kawhi. Now, can they win a championship? No. No team can win a championship without their star player.
But here's the thing with Curry, though. That's why I say I would never choose Curry over Kawhi. Curry needs a certain system to win. Kawhi can win with anything, bro. He can win with pretty much anything.
He was winning when he had Mark Jackson. We was on the verge of winning when we had Mark Jackson.
Listen,
his system was way different.
on the verge and winning is two different things. You both could agree with that.
Chance to really see it, so we wouldn't know. We didn't get a chance to really see what the Mark Jackson era would have looked like.
Listen, it was years straight.
How
many years y'all didn't have Clay?
Just this year, right?
No,
2 years. 2 years because he was injured that 1 year. 2 years.
For them 2 years, what was the Warriors doing?
We wasn't doing nothing, to be honest.
They were in basketball purgatory. Now, for the years we didn't have Kawhi, what were the Clippers doing? They were still competitive, still getting to the playoffs.
I think they got to the playing game, if I'm not mistaken.
So even without to the playing, right? Whatever the case may be, we didn't go. Listen, I'm confident right now, bro. If James Harden goes down, let's say this is the middle of the season, Harden goes down. Kawhi's gonna get you to the playoffs. We might not win it all, but he's gonna get you there. If you put minimal pieces around him, I've seen what Curry could do without another star besides him. He can shoot, but he's easy to defend and he just don't look as good. But listen, I respect Curry.
I mean, but look, he played with Andrew Wiggins. Do you think Kawhi Leonard can take Andrew Wiggins and win a championship?
You think he can? You think he can?
Oh no, he can't. He can't take
BJ, BJ, put your mic on. BJ, this is crazy.
Hold on. Let me go to Ken. I'm gonna let y'all come back. Let me go to Ken and Cam real quick.
Yo,
I'm gonna let y'all finish.
That's hilarious. Yo, BJ, put your mic on.
Hey, let him go.
That's hilarious. I ain't gonna
That's that New York shit. Go ahead, Ken.
Yo, what up, BJ? What up, man? What up, Miles? What up, Lee?
Salute, bro.
Yeah, salute, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're not wrong with going either or. Right. What I'm hearing from the debate, we debating Kawhi versus Curry. You're not wrong for picking either or. Right. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I would rather Curry because of his off-ball movement, bro. Like Kawhi's not gonna run off 1,000 screens. That's just not how he played, bro. He methodical with it. Like he got the ball in his hands, pick and roll, and then either mid-range or he pulling up for three. You know what I'm saying? Curry running off-ball pin downs, flare screens, like that shit is like, as a defender, you gotta be in shape, nigga. Yo, BJ, I don't know if it's me, but I hear background noise.
All right, let me.
But yeah,
it's my mute that mic.
But right, yeah, bro, you gotta be in shape to guard Curry, bro, for a 48-minute game, bro. Cause nigga, did you see that shit with Dellavedova when they told the story about Dellavedova, nigga? They said that nigga was about to pass out, nigga, guarding Curry in the finals, nigga. Come on, bro. Like, that nigga just a different breed, bro. That nigga Curry just a different breed, bro. We gotta respect it. But we gotta respect Kawhi too, though, because Kawhi will average 30 on 50, 40, 90 in a playoff series, nigga. That's what he's capable of, bro. And like you can't stop that shit. You can't, like, he's strong. He takes his time. He plays at his own pace. You're not gonna speed him up.
Right.
He has a tight handle. So you're not gonna rip him easily. And you know what I'm saying? He just elite. He just elite. Best of the best. But yeah, bro. But the thing I was talking about, because I had made a point, bro, and I was talking about what Elise has said. Kawhi not the same defender, bro. And I could just watch him and just know, because like the stuff he do now, he like with the stuff he used to do, he can't do now. Like I could see him like how to say this, like change the offensive player tendencies. He can't do that now. He can't stop offensive player from doing what they like to do. Like now, don't get me wrong. You did say that he was better than a lot of NBA, which is still true. He's still a capable defender, but that's why the Clippers built the team that they built now, because they know like Kawhi's getting older, so that means we're gonna have to add defensive pieces around our best player. Now he still could give you 30 on great shooting splits, because you know you're never gonna take away when a guy could shoot like God Kawhi. Like he has like a great touch for shooting, bro. Like he has a great mid-range shot, and he still could shoot the three at a high level. He still could get to the rim. He still could get to the free throw line. So you're not gonna stop him from being an elite scorer. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this though, like his defensive, like just his physical ability. I don't think he can move and slide the way he used to, bro. Like, and that's no knock on him, bro. When you have all those knee surgeries, you just not gonna physically be the same, bro. And maybe I might be wrong. Maybe I might be wrong, but maybe what time will tell, and like maybe he'll get better as more games as he play. But what I've seen from him this season, he hasn't been the same defender that he was in the past season. He took a little of a step back. Maybe that's because he been easing himself into the season and trying to just get his rhythm back. But I don't see that same defender that he was because like he can't move, like physically he does not move the same, and that's all I got on that.
I agree with you on that one, bro.
For sure, for sure. Let me go to my boy Cam. What's good, Cam?
It's crazy talk.
Cam, you on mute, bro.
Yeah, on mute.
Yeah, what it do, y'all? What's good?
What's good with it, bro?
What's up, bro?
Boy, what's the word, bro?
Well, I always say this, man. It's a difference between who's greater and who's better. Steph Curry, in my opinion, he's a greater player than Kawhi, but Kawhi is a better player. What do I mean by that? I feel like Kawhi can do more things on the court than Curry. Now, don't get me wrong. Steph is all world, and I feel like Steph can take over a game better than Kawhi, just based off what I've seen. But Kawhi Leonard is all world. Kawhi Leonard really has no weaknesses in his game. He mid-range, three-pointer, rebound, facilitate a little bit. And yeah, Kawhi. Now, I do want to see what Kawhi still have left in it. I know he's been playing at a high level as of late, but in the playoffs, when the game slows down, I do want to see how Kawhi in the playoffs, how he, is he still that same level of player that he used to be? Now we already seen Steph what he did. Steph, he earned my respect in that it was 2022 against Boston, man. I didn't think Steph could do it, man.
He a good rebounder too, ain't he?
I didn't think Steph can. Yeah, Steph is a good rebounder too, but not better than Kawhi. But yeah, that 22 run, man, really, it put Steph at another level. It put him, at that GOAT type level. You know what I'm saying? Like in that top 10 all best greatest players type. And I think Kawhi will get it done this year if the Clippers stay healthy. But I still need to see, is he still that same player?
Yeah, you're delusional, bro. They not being no OKC nigga in a 7
And they're
game
gonna
series.
smash OKC. First off, the OKC better hope and pray they don't get
They
my
0-4 versus
they
OKC
better
this
hope
season.
and pray they
bro.
don't get my Mavs
Yo,
in
the
the first round. But
disrespect is crazy,
that's
BJ.
for
It's
another
not
You
day.
can't allow
disrespect.
this disrespect about Kawhi, bro.
Listen.
You can't, bro.
Hold
Listen.
on, hold
But
on,
but
hold on,
and
hold on.
Ken, don't
Hold
you
on.
like
Can I
KD?
say
Don't
why
you
though?
praise
I
that
didn't
nigga
get to say
KD?
why. Hold on. Let me
That
say
nigga
why, and then
KD
you can
can't even
rebuttal.
get the Suns out the
Wait,
play-in.
hold on. Let me say why, and then you can rebuttal. Listen, the reason why, and somebody got to echo. The reason why I don't believe and it's not because of Kawhi. I believe in Kawhi. I think Kawhi gonna give OKC a run for their money. But the problem is, I don't trust no James Harden. I don't trust him, bro. And listen, he gonna give you probably 2 good games. But then where's those other games when Kawhi's cooking or whoever and Zubac cooking and like let's say Norm is off. You're gonna need Harden to step to the table, step up. And guess what he gonna do? He gonna be a no-show, bro. Cause mentally that guy quits in the playoffs, bro. The lights is too bright for him, and it's always been too bright. And I'm gonna get proven right again this season when, let's say if y'all play OKC in the first round, that nigga gonna choke. He gonna fold like a chair, nigga.
We
And
I
it
gonna
is
don't
what
know
it
see.
is.
what
I'm
you. I
not
don't know
blaming
how you
Kawhi because
niggas
I
You
think
think
talking
I
all that
think
shit?
Kawhi
We
gonna
gonna
cook.
see.
OKC have flaws, bro. They have major flaws.
Yo, bro, listen, check this
So
out.
why haven't y'all
Anybody
beat
on
them
this
this year? Hold on,
All
panel?
you
hold on,
have
hold
to
on, hold
do
on,
is
hold on,
just
hold
Listen.
run
on.
them niggas off the
Anybody on
3-point
this
line.
panel?
Why
Hold on,
haven't
hold
y'all
on.
beat them this year? Y'all been fully healthy
Anybody
when y'all
that's an
played them. Why
OKC
haven't? Hold
fan,
on.
listen.
Wait,
Anybody that's an
hold on.
OKC fan,
I don't want
I
y'all to
got
blame Ty
$1,000
Lue.
right now.
Hold
We
on.
whooping y'all ass. We whooping y'all ass.
Hold on. Cause I already know what y'all gonna do.
Put
Y'all
your
gonna
money
try
where
to
your
blame
mouth
Ty
is.
Lue. Y'all gonna try to blame Ty Lue if y'all lose to OKC. Nah. Blame the players, nigga.
It's crazy.
Come
Okay.
on, bro.
You really think we're gonna lose? All right. You really think we're
Y'all
gonna
have
lose
to
to
beat.
a
Hold
rookie
on.
ass team? Okay.
So hold on. Let me ask you this question. Why haven't y'all beat OKC this year? Then y'all
What you
0-4
mean why
against
we
them.
haven't beat OKC? Let me tell you
We
something.
Y'all
haven't
0-4.
played them
Listen
healthy
to
every
me.
time they play.
Listen to me. The regular season don't mean shit. All that
It don't
matters is when the
matter.
playoffs come.
It's a whole
Yeah,
different
Bro,
ball
can y'all
that's
game,
stop
bro.
true.
saying? Hold
Like I said,
on.
bro, OKC
Can y'all
better hope
stop
and pray
saying
they
the
don't get
regular
the
season?
Mavs in
Hold
the
on.
first round. Nigga,
We
they
Can
gonna
ain't
y'all
gonna
see.
get
stop
past
saying the
my
regular
Mavs in the
season
first
don't
round.
matter?
And I'm betting
Hold
Like
on,
I
against
hold on,
them.
said,
hold on.
we gonna see.
The regular season matters to a certain extent, bro. Y'all have to stop
Uh,
saying that
the
dumbass shit, bro.
championship goes through OKC. So period. You
No,
Okay,
might
no,
as
it
well.
listen, we gonna see.
it don't go through
We gonna see.
OKC.
Crazy,
No,
we
it
gonna
goes through
I
see.
them.
think it goes through
Somebody has
Denver.
to beat them. Somebody got to beat them.
No. I think it goes through Denver,
Nigga,
bro.
they
Jokic,
lost last year. Nigga,
Denver.
we beat
Come
them.
on, bro. Would y'all stop, bro?
Let me
that
go
nigga
to
Jokic a
Taz.
different breed, bro.
Bro,
Let
they
me go
Listen,
to
better
I'm gonna
hope
Denver,
tell
Taz.
and
you
pray
right
my
now,
Mavs
right?
lose in the play-in.
Hey
I
y'all,
swear to
let me
God,
go to
Nikola
Mavs
Taz.
gonna
Jokic,
beat
Jamal
them.
Murray ain't guard nobody. Go ahead,
Let me
man.
go to
Yo,
let me go to Taz. Let me go to Taz real quick,
Go
y'all. Let
ahead,
me get
Chad.
y'all get back to it. What's good, Taz?
What's going on, BJ? Salute to the panel. Salute to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, man.
what's up?
Shit, what kind of question is this? Is Kawhi better than Stephen Curry or greater
No,
than
not
Stephen?
better. Not no. I don't
Thank
think you're
you.
really saying
What the fuck
better,
are they
bro.
talking about?
Not
Like,
better, bro. Not better.
okay, even when you want to talk about in terms of greatness, bro, the two rings that Kawhi got, he was the sole provider of both of those teams.
Of
Stop
both of
it,
Steph
bro.
the
Curry
rings,
cannot say
no.
that.
Hey,
Cut it
hold on.
out.
Don't do that, though. I hate when y'all try to
Do
dumb
that.
down somebody to big
Do
up
do
somebody else.
do what? Do what? What am I doing,
He
Elite?
was on a fucking stacked roster. You know, that
No,
joint
he
was
wasn't.
Who? What was the
No, he
stat
wasn't.
roster?
they
You
had
No, he
talking about
defensive
with
wasn't.
the
player of the
Spurs?
year.
They
Hold
were
on.
at the latter end of their
They
career. Crazy.
had
What are you talking about?
they had the defensive player of the year, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, who was an all-star, Fred
Bro,
VanVleet,
okay.
Serge Ibaka, Norman Powell, OG Anunoby. Can we keep going? What are we
Hey,
talking
can I?
about?
All right, no, all right. Let's keep going then, Elise. Who averaged more points? Who averaged more rebounds? Who
Yo,
averaged more steals?
and that's
Hey, come
another
on,
thing. I
bro. Like,
forgot about that. Steph
like,
Curry head is
How
already
many?
over the fireplace.
Hold on.
We're not
Okay, hold on.
interested. Go
Okay,
call somebody else.
hey, hold on. How many games did they win without Kawhi Leonard that season? You forgot?
hey, go ahead. Put me on game, brother.
How many games did my Clippers win this shit
Toronto's
without him? What are you talking about?
win percentage without Kawhi Leonard that year was like 70-some%. They won without him. That's how
Do,
good
do,
they were.
How many games did my Clippers win this season without him? Make it make sense.
Yo, hey,
You
Elise, you
can't
remember
say
that?
that.
You remember that season that Curry was hurt
You
throughout the
had
beginning and
Eddie's
the Warriors were still in the contention? Who was that solely
throughout the
based on?
win.
Yeah,
What
who was
season?
that
Hold on.
solely? I think it
What
was
season?
like
20,
2021, maybe.
2022, I think you're talking about, right?
Yeah, it might be 2022. Who was the back? Who was the one that was the sole provider of that team at that time?
Jordan
Who,
Poole was
Draymond?
going crazy.
Thank you,
Jordan Poole
Oh,
was
Jordan
going
Jordan
Poole.
Poole,
crazy.
Draymond.
Right.
I mean, like when you want to
Stop
talk about
mentioning
greatness,
Draymond.
bro.
Draymond had 8 triple
Hold
They
on.
figures.
out of
Hey,
control.
Draymond averaged 8 points. What are we talking about?
You can argue Steph made
Yeah.
Jordan Poole
Stop,
better.
man.
Hey,
You
Stop.
niggas
hold
is
on.
up there
All right.
talking about
All right.
Kawhi's a bum. Cut it
Yeah,
out.
no, hold on.
Nigga
All
said
right,
Draymond
let me get this
Green.
take off real quick. Let
How
me get
many
this take off real
ejections
quick.
did he have that year?
Yo, all right. So when we want to talk about greatness, first of all, greatness is measured by a lot of things. You know, when it comes to rings, of course, Steph Curry has the rings, but at the same time, when you look at Steph Curry's career, when in those finals, I'm not gonna say he was the greatest player on the floor, except for one of those finals, in which was the only finals MVP that he got. Right? Am I right?
What?
Or was it two?
What?
Two. He got two.
Nah.
He got two MVPs.
Hold on. You said
Two finals
what? He only
MVPs.
performed well in
2015,
one
he was the
final?
best player in that
Come on,
series, in my
blood. Y'all
Okay.
opinion.
gotta
Okay.
stop,
In
bro.
my
All right.
opinion, 2015, but they had to
He should have
protect
won
that other
finals
guy.
MVP in the
They had
first
to
place.
protect that other guy
They had
reputation
to
and
protect LeBron James'
yeah.
legacy.
Yeah, they had to
Uh.
protect that guy. Steph, in my
Okay.
opinion, if you go back and watch that
You
series,
know
bro,
damn well
Steph was the
Andre
best player in
Iguodala
that
did not
series, bro.
deserve no damn MVP over Steph. Stop it.
Oh no! Even that year, Andre Iguodala was actually a lot more of a clutch player than
You
Stephen
can
Curry
even go
was.
back and look at Steph's shoe splits. Steph was even his shoe
No,
fit
no, I'm just looking at the finals. We're talking about greatness, right? I'm just looking at the finals. There's been so many times going into the finals that we see Steph Curry comes up small. You know, when the crunch time, he can be going crazy in the third quarter. He can go crazy in the third quarter. Now, when it comes to the fourth quarter,
that was only one finals, though, bro. That was only one.
That was only one finals, bro.
Yes,
This nigga needed KD for 2 years straight to hit the shots that he couldn't hit. Come on now, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
The 2017 finals and 18
No, you're not. No, you're not, bro. No, no.
He won with Otto Porter.
And Andrew Wiggins actually was a finalist for the final MVP. So thank you for keep on proving my fucking point. Like, it wasn't no fucking question who was the finals MVP on both. So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Come on,
you see what Steph Curry did that finals?
This is what the media do to you niggas, bro.
Bro,
man, y'all crazy, bro.
This is what the media do to y'all niggas, bro. The media don't.
Nigga, Steph Curry wasn't even the best player on the Warriors in 2017.
And when I want to analyze greatness,
Steph is this. Nigga,
Steph Curry was not better than KD from 2017 to 2019, nigga.
Steph Curry just started playing defense in 2022, 2021.
2017 to 2019, nigga. He wasn't better than KD.
No, he wasn't.
Bitch ass nigga.
He wasn't.
He's
not even in the league.
He can't even get the
KD was the best player on the Warriors, nigga. Let's keep it a buck, nigga.
He was the best player on the Warriors, bro. What the fuck?
Watch your mouth, nigga. Watch your mouth, nigga. He not no fraud, nigga.
That is so
he got
crazy.
2 motherfucking finals MVP, nigga. You better respect it, nigga. You better respect that, nigga. 2 finals MVPs, nigga.
Yo,
that's all you can bring up, bitch.
But like, when we measuring greatness, though, when we hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. When we measuring greatness, do we just look at one side of the ball? That's one of my questions. Do we just look at one side of the ball when we measuring greatness?
Steph Curry plays
no.
Come on, bro.
Steph Curry plays in the system of a defense. Come on. He plays in the system of defense. He doesn't play defense. He plays in a system that plays defense.
Steph, hold on. Elise, hold on. Wait, hold on. Elise, I'll give you this. Hold on, I'll give you this. Steph Curry is a good team defender, but not a good individual defender.
He's not even a good team defender. He's a serviceable team defender. No, he's not. What the fuck? What the fuck are we talking about?
Curry ain't no good defender.
By himself. Have y'all watched it?
Come on, man.
These niggas
Curry can't play no individual.
Bro, Curry gets bodied so much, bro. It's been so many times I've seen Curry bodied, bro. It's so many times that I've seen Curry out of place on defense. Like, no, not everybody in the league.
Hold on. I got a question for Elise.
When we say everybody in the league,
Curry, hold on. Elise, hold on. Elise, you say you're a good defender, right? So why he didn't take that challenge of guarding Mr. Number 2 in 2016 Game 7 when they was looking for the switch? Why he was ducking the switch? Why he was trying to hide on the pick and roll? We seen him, nigga. He was trying to hide, nigga. He was trying to hide, nigga. We seen him, Elise.
Nobody can guard.
So if you're a great bro, if
nigga,
you're a good defender, it don't matter if you can guard the person. You're going to try your damn best to do it in the first place.
Elise.
That's what greatness is.
Elise, hold on. Elise. He was trying to hedge. Hold on. He was trying to hedge and get back to J.R. Smith, nigga. He was not trying to go on Kyrie on that island, nigga. You know what's up,
no,
nigga.
He
was not trying to go on Kyrie on that island, nigga.
Hold on.
Elise. Can I? You want to know greatness? Let me show you a greatness quote. Let me show you a greatness quote, bro.
When Denver walked them niggas down, nigga. When Denver walked down.
A greatness quote is the adjustment is me guarding Giannis. That is a great quote right there. That is a great fucking quote. When Kawhi told Nick Nurse, the adjustment is me guarding Giannis. Who in the fuck do you think is going to take on that assignment in today's NBA?
Hold on. Draymond just locked Giannis up last week. Did y'all forget that?
Giannis
Dog,
has no
I'm
moves.
glad he did.
That nigga has
It's
no moves.
Draymond Green. That's something I would expect from Draymond.
Nigga, did you watch that? Did you watch motherfucking Draymond cut his motherfucking water off, nigga? Did you see that? Okay.
No, I didn't. But we ain't even talking about Draymond at the moment. We're not talking about Draymond. Like you said, he averages 8 points. He averages 8 points. We're not talking about Draymond.
But he cut niggas
All right, then.
act like Kawhi Leonard is just
Who in the fuck is Curry ever clamped up in a serious moment?
In a serious moment, bro, the NBA ain't about individual.
Bro, it ain't about that.
Defense.
Yeah,
What we talking about?
no, fuck that. Bro. Yes, the fuck it is. Because first of all, if you can't play defense, you don't have no business being on the court a lot of the time.
That he used to be,
right.
Kawhi Leonard be getting fried now.
Hey, but Steph Curry can defend. Just watch him. Steph Curry gives effort. He plays angles well. He's just undersized. That's it. That's all.
Like I said, he's a serviceable defensive player in a system that plays defense.
Like most players in the NBA, bro. Really?
And that is the point. We're not talking about most players in the NBA. We're talking about greatness, nigga. We're talking about greatness, nigga. Come on, bro.
Name all the guards. I bet.
Bro, why are y'all talking about everybody but Kawhi? Like Kawhi can't do everything that y'all just fucking said.
Hey, guess what? I seen Kawhi get dominated against Payo Banchero the other night, physically.
Hey,
what are we talking about?
I can agree with that. I can absolutely agree with that. And that is one of the motherfuckers. And that's what I was about to say. That Paolo Banchero is one of the only motherfuckers in the NBA that is not scared to use his fucking size every time he gets the ball.
Got it.
That I can give him that. Like, and that's a big motherfucker. He's damn near 7 foot.
Right, he's huge. That's what I said. He's huge.
Yeah. So
hey, but guess what? Giannis is bigger than Payo, nigga. If he can cut Giannis water off, why he can't cut Payo shit off?
Honestly, because Giannis don't play as big as Paolo. Giannis plays a big game, but he plays a lengthy game. He plays a lengthy game. Actually, Paolo shoots 10 times better than Giannis do. Hey, fuck all that shit. Okay, 2 times. 2 times.
No, the same. Let's just keep it 100. He just has the confidence to take the shot. Giannis
Thank you. That's what makes him a lot more different than Giannis. So I can agree with
you. His ass bricked every jumper the other night against the Clippers. That's why they lost the damn game, because Payo couldn't shoot.
I mean, but Paolo is the only motherfucker on the team besides the Wagner bros that can score the fucking rock. So
yeah.
So bro, hold on, he's gonna have those games.
Hey, when I say I'm taking Steph Curry, I'm not discrediting Kawhi Leonard and what he's capable of doing, bro.
Right.
They do equally as great. I'm just because Kawhi Leonard has the capability to play both sides of the ball. I'm just talking about it's hard to guard a motherfucker who's running around crazy all over the court around a million screens. Players in the NBA are not, they're not built to chase niggas off of screens. They hate that shit, bro. They just don't want to do
it. Hey, you want to know who somebody I seen lock Curry up?
Have no choice but
who?
Kawhi Leonard.
He did?
When?
Y'all don't remember the Spurs name, bro? Do we have to take it back to 2017? Do we have to take it back to 2017, bro? One play? Oh, okay, one play. Yo, hell no.
3 plays?
Come on. And somebody just said everybody on that team could play.
Okay. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Bro, and why was that? Why was that? Why was that?
That wasn't
because we wasn't a great. No, we was not a great defensive team before Kawhi got on that team.
Or but Taz, are you talking about he locked him up? Kawhi locked up Curry during the 2017 season.
He wasn't even guarding stuff. I know that's kept. He was probably guarding KD.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't guarding them solely. But every time I saw Kawhi Leonard on Steph and Curry, guess what Steph did? Either had a turnover or passed the fucking ball. That's what the fuck Steph did.
Watch it again, because I see Steph Curry cook Kawhi on a different occasion. So stop.
Okay.
So is that good defense, or is that just the Warriors running their offense? I mean,
that's great fucking defense.
What transpired?
Well, that's great team defense, then, because he didn't do it by himself.
If he guarded, hey, Leezy, and again, bro, like this ain't no bashing thing, but
that's what they're doing, though, bro.
If he
I'm
can
not
do that,
bashing that nigga. They trying to bash Curry, though.
But if he can do that to Steph Curry, then where was this at versus Jamal Murray in Game 7 when he refused to guard him?
That part.
Who dropped
Hey,
20 points in Game 7?
I agree. And that is why I have smoke with Kawhi too on a lot of these fucking shows. If y'all actually hear me talk, I don't run from the smoke when it comes to Kawhi. I want Kawhi guard the best player on the fucking floor every fucking night. So I can definitely agree with you on that. But I can guarantee you, if Kawhi Leonard took the fucking mission of guarding Jamal Murray wouldn't have done all that shit. He would not have.
These niggas talking about getting Kyrie, bro. That's Kyrie.
They both great,
Who
bro.
don't Kyrie cook, bro? Who don't?
You know why? Hey, because you know why?
They're
Kawhi
both
Leonard
great
only
players.
play good defense on niggas who can't shoot. Go back to the history of the careers, bro.
What?
I mean,
No, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Shoot, bro. I'm telling you this.
No, bro. No, hell no. I can't let you do that. I can't let E do that shit. What's up? What's up?
Why are you
Hold on,
saying
let me go through the numbers. LeBron, Giannis, can't shoot.
Hey, Taz.
Yeah.
Why did you say that Kawhi Leonard was the sole provider in both his finals when that wasn't the case? Like, you do know that Tony Parker averaged 18 in 2014. You do know Tim Duncan gave you 14 and 10 in the
Nigga,
you do know Mike
Danny had a damn near 30-point game in one of those.
So why are you saying
Nah, he didn't have a 30-point. Danny Green had his 30-point game in the Western Conference Finals, so that don't count.
I didn't mention that,
Gary Neal.
I know. It's just
Gary
everybody else
Neal,
speaking to. I'm about to ask you back.
Bro, the Spurs had a team, bro.
I'm talking about
about
because you said the finals he was the sole provider.
Kawhi,
And I'm
bro.
saying
Yes.
the 2014 finals, I think he was the most impactful player, yes, but he wasn't the sole provider though. I mean, like
Okay.
Why? I'm confused. Why you
when-
said
They
that.
were running the
When I say that,
bro.
when I say that, listen to me. All right. So when we go to game one, right? Kawhi, he was not the
Kawhi
best
didn't play well in the
first.
first 2 games, bro. Yes, we know.
No,
that.
not for the
Kawhi
first
had to
2
go. Hey,
games.
Kawhi,
For the first game.
Get going, buddy. We already know that, Taz.
Hey, and that okay. So let me go ahead and finish. So when I'm looking at Kawhi, especially that 2014 year, first of all, nobody was on that team was able to stop LeBron except for Kawhi in the first. All right. So when you you cut off the water hose for LeBron on the defensive side of the ball, that's being a sole provider on the defensive end of the ball. Now, when you go to game 3, game 4, game 5, who was the main person that the Spurs deferred to those 3 games?
I mean, it was a team effort. I mean, the
No,
numbers
it wasn't a
back it
team
up.
effort. They were clearly deferring to Kawhi Leonard.
Stop it. They didn't defer to him.
If
Because
it's
you know
not a team
why?
effort,
What?
then
Greg
hold on,
Popovich's
Legion. Hey,
offense
Taz.
doesn't defer to no player.
Right.
They play.
Then go
Tony
listen to
Parker
Greg
gave you-
Popovich himself
Stop
when he
it,
tells
bro.
the whole fucking world that he told Kawhi to go out there and do that. And go listen to Greg Popovich himself.
All he
Hold
did
on.
was
Hey,
tell
Taz,
Kawhi to be
Taz, bro.
aggressive.
You're
That's
misleading,
it.
Taz. What
What are
Pop
you talking
said
about?
was be more aggressive. Pop
That's
told
it.
Kawhi to be more aggressive. We need you to be
Because Kawhi
Kawhi
was
Leonard.
passing
That
down
doesn't
We
mean that it's
need
all on
you.
him.
Yo, what the fuck are we talking about?
Shots, bro.
Exactly.
I remember.
Like the thank you. He was passing up wide open shots. So guess what?
The
Look,
structure
and
of the offense, Taz. What are you talking about, bro?
listen, bro. I get what you're saying. Yes, that's what the structure of the offense
move
was.
out the way and get Kawhi the ball. That's not how San
Bro.
Antonio runs their offense.
Bro.
You're not being genuine
Bro.
with this one, Taz.
No,
I'll give you 19,
hold on.
bro, but I can't give you
Bro,
14.
hey, you gonna
Hold
make me
on,
hate
I'm-
Kawhi Leonard, my nigga, and I love
No.
Kawhi.
Just like, hey, Taz.
No, bro. Hold on.
Kawhi's a better player than he
Yo.
was
Hey, Taz.
basketball.
Hey, Taz.
Yo.
Sure,
A greater, better.
Come on,
Hey, Taz.
Yeah, I know y'all fair.
I don't think Steph Curry was a sole provider only but 1 year, and that was 2022. Other than that,
Thank
nigga, he had a lot of help. So I mean, I gotta be consistent, bro.
What about
Look,
2015?
and look, I understand.
Yeah,
and
help in 2015, bro.
I completely understand, especially in 2014. The Spurs organization did have a solid system. They had a completely solid system. But just to my point, y'all said that Kawhi Leonard was deferring shots because he was not confident in himself, right? He was the one guy that hold on though. He was the one guy on the team that everybody on that team knew if this guy actually wants to be aggressive, he is the guy we need to run the ball through. That is what happened in game 3, 4, and 5.
I know, but hold on, bro. When you say run the ball through, you mean give him the ball and everybody else standing around watching?
Kawhi wasn't even that type of
Or was
player
it
then,
him taking his shots in the flow of the offense?
Take over.
Was it him taking his shots in the flow of the offense is what I'm saying, and not an
it was
ISO
actually
situation?
If you actually go back and look at that 2014 series, it was actually a mixture of both. Because, of course, Kawhi was a young pup, so he didn't have his bag that he got now. I get what y'all saying. Like, I understand what y'all saying. But when it actually, when it came,
what you saying?
No, Tony Parker was actually more of an ISO player than Kawhi was back then.
No, Tony Parker plays within the system in the 14 finals, bro.
I don't
18 points a game.
I don't think y'all understand who Tony Parker is. Tony Parker is a fucking scorer, bro. He's not a facilitator.
He's not a facilitator.
No, he wasn't a facilitator. No, he didn't run our fucking offense.
He averaged like 7 assists, bro.
I've seen a lot of
Yo, just because I pass it to the next man that's beside me doesn't mean I'm a fucking facilitator. He passes the ball within the offense. He did not run that offense like that, bro.
LeBron James shit,
bro. Pop literally said Tony Parker is the nigga that they put the ball in.
Bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Hey,
no, go ahead. So what did Pop say?
Hold on.
My bad, BJ. Go ahead.
Let me go to old man real quick.
That Tony Parker has a Finals MVP. Did you forget that?
No, I don't. That is no. And why does he have a Finals MVP? Because he was the sole scorer on that team.
That means Kawhi Leonard
couldn't nobody stop the man.
Kawhi Leonard played on a team with 2 Finals MVPs, bro. So
and the 6th man of the year, all of them in the last leg of their career. Every last one of them in the last leg of their career. My bad, BJ. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, let me go to old man, y'all. What's up, good old man?
What's up? What's up, BJ? What's up, panel?
What's going on, man?
Hey, Taz, you on point. You spot on. They was long in the tooth. The Spurs were, and it was evident. You know, Kawhi, he was the one who was supposed to won that first championship, but he missed the free throw. But look here.
Right.
You don't take Steph. You don't take Steph over Kawhi. Kawhi had one of the greatest playoff runs in history in 2019. And he was the sole reason Toronto won the championship because he ran through the East to get to Steph. So what did Steph do when he met Kawhi in the finals? See, we forget they went head to head. See? So all of this Steph
got hurt.
is better than Kawhi. He may be like the one brother said earlier, he may be greater than Kawhi because of maybe the accolades of winning the 2 more championships. But as far as a better player, ain't no damn way. What can Steph do Kawhi can't do? Kawhi ain't meant to run off of run around chasing guards and whatnot, but why do people want to switch off Kawhi? Why do they call switches? Because they don't want to smoke. See? So Steph is nowhere in Kawhi's league as far as ability. The only thing he got over Kawhi is a long-range shot. Other than that, he can't do anything.
His ball handling is better, though.
Say it again?
His ball handling.
He's what?
Steph
ball handle.
Yeah.
He facilitated. Better facilitator.
No, he is no facilitator.
Steph is a facilitator.
Steph is a shooting guard. They just got him as a title of point guard. He's a shooting guard.
Nah, bro. Just
he couldn't do nothing with Kyrie,
bro. He's still a facilitator.
He couldn't do nothing with Kyrie. Kyrie torched him.
Bro, that's Kyrie.
He didn't want that smoke.
That's Kyrie, though.
What do you mean that's Kyrie?
What do you mean? That's Kyrie, nigga.
What do you mean? Who's greater, Steph or Kyrie?
In my opinion, Steph is greater, but Kyrie is a better player.
So
It's the
what
thing with
does
this
that
Kawhi
tell
shit.
you? What does that tell you then? He's a greater player by accomplishments, but he's not a greater player by skill. Isn't that
Talk
what
to
we
him, old
talking
man.
about? Isn't that what we
Talk to
talking
him.
about?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you off that point, off that standpoint, but I'm telling you that Steph is a facilitator.
No,
There is
BJ
no way
asked
you
who to make
pass
fair
up a
bro.
bona fide
You guys are
2
getting
times
conflicted.
Finals MVP, a 2-time champion, and a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year for some one-dimensional player. It just don't make any sense.
Steph ain't no one-dimensional. Like, oh, what are you saying, old man? He's
What
one-dimensional.
are you talking about? What defensive accolades Steph got?
He led the league in
Just
steals
because he
before.
don't have no defensive accolades,
What are
that
you
don't
saying,
mean
bro? He's
like,
one-dimensional.
come on, bro.
No. What defensive team has he made?
Now you're
That's
moving the goalposts.
politics,
First,
bro.
I ain't moving the
you asked
goalposts.
me a
Just
question
like
and
with
I
the
answered for you.
hold on, you contradicting yourself now.
How is he one-dimensional?
I just said, what defensive accolades do we have?
He led the league in steals. That's a defensive
No.
accolade, my guy.
What defensive accolade has he made any all defensive team 1, 2, or 3?
I don't think he has. But
Okay,
what does that mean,
then
though?
that we ain't got nothing to
That
talk
makes him
about.
one-dimensional.
That's one-dimensional.
To be fair, if you are leading the league in steals and still don't make a defensive team, that says a lot.
Magic Johnson did
politics.
it, right?
Biasness. Yeah, of course.
Politics, bro.
Did Magic Johnson lead the league in steals one time?
Twice.
Did he make it?
No. I got a question.
Man. Anybody can deflect passes in the passing lane. James Harden ain't never made no all defensive. And look what he did.
He just had 7 steals.
I got a question for old man. I got one question, then I'm gone. All right, so you said if we go down the checklist, right? Kawhi do everything better besides shoot, right? If we
Say
go
it
down
again.
the checklist, if we go down the checklist, Kawhi do everything better besides shoot, right?
Matter of fact, he shoot better because his shooting percentage is better.
See, now I'm just gone. All right, now I'm keep going. So all right. So by your logic, Rajon Rondo better than Steph Curry.
Rajon Rondo is better than Steph Curry.
Yeah, by your logic. Is that what
why you say by my logic?
Because the only thing Steph Curry do better than Rajon Rondo is shoot.
The only thing Steph Curry, wait a minute. The only thing Steph Curry does better than Rajon Rondo is shooting.
Yes.
Rajon Rondo play better defense.
Clear.
Rajon Rondo, he's better in assists.
Clears.
Rajon Rondo, he's a better leader as far as running the offense.
Clears.
So what are we talking about?
No. I'm asking you, do you have Rajon Rondo as a better basketball player?
No. I would no. The question is who is more feared?
No,
who is more feared?
I don't care. Man, we talking about grown man. I don't give a
damn.
Steph is more feared, nigga. What the hell?
Who is more feared? Rajon Rondo is more feared.
Oh, come on, bro.
Bro, I'll holler at you, BJ. I fuck with y'all boys.
You see what the problem is? See, you fear somebody that can get everybody involved. See, that's the problem. With you young bucks, you don't understand basketball. You go off of these narratives and you go off of these accolades, but you don't go off the skill of the person. I would take Rajon Rondo, who gets everybody involved in a minute over Steph. Look what he did with Boston.
But Steph gets guys in.
Steph couldn't do on Boston what Rajon Rondo did. Steph couldn't do on Boston what Rajon Rondo did because he takes shots away from the guys on Boston.
What?
Steph got to have at least 18 to 20 shots a game. Who are you going to take shots away from? Rondo didn't have to take shots away from anybody.
But don't you want Steph shooting the basketball? I mean, he's Steph Curry.
That's not the point. I said he can't do on Boston what Rajon Rondo did on Boston with those guys.
He could. Yes, he could. He could do it. Yes, you could. And for you to say that you fair Steph, hold on, just real quick before skills go. And old man, bro, like your basketball acumen, I respect it, bro, a lot. But for you to come on today and say that you would take and you fear Rondo more than Steph Curry, bro? Come on, bro. Like, I mean, that's stretching it.
What did he do against Miami? Who did Miami fear more?
What are you talking about, bro?
Who did Miami fear more?
What year are you talking about? Like
we talking about when they played against Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Who did they fear more?
I don't know their game plan, bro. I couldn't tell you that.
They fear Rondo more. That's the reason.
I don't think it was Rondo though. I mean, that's when they left Rondo. Bro, we saw the Lakers in 2010. Kobe Bryant guarded Rondo and sagged off like goddamn 10 feet, bro.
It wasn't about the shooting, though, Mr. Mass. It wasn't about the shooting, my brother.
Bro, you just said that look. Hold on, just respectfully before skills go. You just said, bro, and you're doubling down on it that you fear and you would take Steph Curry and you fear Rondo more than Curry and you would take Rondo over Steph Curry, bro.
And why did I say that?
You said it.
I said, why did I say that?
I mean, you gave your reasons. I mean, because you said that Rondo can run an offense more than Steph. That's what you said.
Okay, then. That's what I said. I said he gets everybody involved. So you fear a person that can get everybody involved.
Okay, gotcha, bro. So you're taking the point guards who are more point guard oriented over Steph Curry. The Jason Kidds, the Steve Nashes, the Rondos, the Chris Pauls.
Right? You would take Steph over Jason Kidd?
Absolutely, I would, bro. Yes. And I love Jason Kidd, but yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Why would you take Steph over Jason Kidd? Because he can shoot better?
No, he just impacts winning more in multiple ways. But I mean, skills. Hold on, bro. Let skills go, and then we can get back to it, old man.
Okay.
Man, what up, fellas? What up, BJ? Salute to the panel, man. Hey, man. Man, shit, just chilling, man. Trying to stay out of the way of these tornadoes and shit. Getting crazy down here, dog. No, I'm in Nashville, but I'm close to it though, so you know. But man, as far as the take though, I'm gonna preface everything I'm about to say with I understand that if somebody came in here and told me Steph Curry, I get it. You know, because if you're looking at legacy, you're looking at the championships, if you're looking at he's the best shooter that we've ever, you know, seen in the history of the league, long range, you know what I mean, behind the three. I get it. So if somebody chose him, I wouldn't be mad. But like for me, I'm gonna choose Kawhi, like the guy that can dominate the game on both ends of the floor. Because no matter what anybody come in and tell me, when they mentioning things for Steph, it's all gonna be on the offensive side. It's gonna be how he move without the ball, you know, how he can pull up anywhere. You gotta wonder where he is. It's all gonna be on the offensive side. It's where it's gonna be at. But they, you know, when it comes to Kawhi, he's gonna dominate the game on both ends of the floor. Nightly, you know, and you know, the argument can be made that he's not the same defensive player, you know, that he was 3-4 years ago, and I would even entertain that. But Kawhi is still an elite defender. That's the thing. You know what I mean? He's still elite. Like the 80% Kawhi on defense is still better than 80% of the league, you know, and like he affects the game on both sides. So for me, I'm gonna go with the guy that can dominate the game on both sides of the floor. And the guy who's also just, you know, body-wise, the bigger, stronger guy. Like you also got to factor that in as well. Like I know people like to try to tell you that size doesn't matter and stuff like this, but out here in the real world, when you're dealing with, you know, like real giants in the world, 6'6", 6'10", 6'11", 250, sometimes 300 pounds, bro, that matters. Like you have to factor that in. That matters because skill can't overcome size in every situation. And so I'm going to take the guy that's physically more imposing, that's going to bring it on both ends of the floor, going to be able to dictate the game better because of that. He's doing it on both ends of the floor. So, I mean, it's really tomato. You pick who you want. I'm not mad at anybody picking Steph, but like I said, for me, it just boils down to I'm going to take the guy that does it on the elite level on both ends of the floor and the stronger and physically bigger guy.
Valid take.
If you ask me who I fear, who I'm personally going to fear going up against, I'm not going to fear going up against Steph Curry. No matter how good I know he is, because he can kill me a multitude of ways, but like physically, I'm not going to fear going up against him poses, versus going against somebody that physically is more imposing. Like, I don't see how you can even make the argument that, like fear-wise, who you gonna fear the most? Like, I'm not gonna fear the smaller guy that, is not physically as imposing. I don't know. I'm just looking at it a little weird, but that's how I'm looking at it.
Man. All right, bro. Let me go to Bruce, and then I'm gonna let you and old man and Mask get back. I know it's gonna be a good one because Bruce is gonna be torn between the two. What's good, Bruce?
What's up, BJ? What's up, everybody?
What's going on, bro?
That was a good practice for the Clippers against the Pelicans. Clippers can get up the seeding tonight if the Warriors lose, and I think two Wolves are playing too. So, I don't know if the Timberwolves have won a lot of games against the Clippers. They're like 2-1 or right. So I don't know. So I think the Grizzlies could be in the play-in. So I think those three teams gonna be battling for the 5-6 or the 6-7. 5-6-7. Clippers, Warriors, and Wolves. So playoff is coming, and I'm happy about it. And in regards to the Curry versus Kawhi, I think Kawhi is a more complete player. I think Kawhi, when healthy, he's better. Curry. The last gentleman said that he's not scared of Curry. Okay, that's fine. Just leave him open. Just leave him open. I saw EDC going crazy in Curry, but I don't know. I think both players are good. If both are healthy, I'm picking Kawhi, even though I like Curry too. So it is what it is.
Hey, who was on the panel pick Curry? That's what I want to know, bro.
I picked Curry, but I kind of echo what Skill said, Taz. I'm not going to push back if you guys choose Kawhi because I understand basketball is played two ways, and I would be going against my basketball principle by picking Steph Curry. So I said it 10 minutes ago. I said I'm going to sound like a hypocrite by picking Curry, but I just think that Curry's offense and his off-ball movement. And listen, I think good offense always beats good defense. And so, yeah, Kawhi's going to get some stops, and he's going to play good defense. But, like the 07 coach showed you versus the 07 Bears in the Super Bowl, I'm always going to choose good offense over good defense any day of the week. And so, but I chose him, but I'm not mad at you guys for saying Kawhi, bro. I'm not. And I know that I'm ignoring the defensive part of the floor, which is hypocritical of me. But I think Steph is so dynamic that he can overcome. His team is still in position to win, even with his lack of defense and his impact on basketball. So that's why I say that, bro.
I watch a lot of Curry and a lot of Kawhi. A lot of Curry and a lot of Kawhi. Curry has a lot more weaknesses than Kawhi. I hate when Curry turns the ball over all the time. Turns the ball over. People get mad at Westbrook turning the ball over. Curry turns the ball over a lot. Okay, a lot. With Kawhi, he doesn't turn the ball over that much. I think Kawhi weakness is health. Kawhi weakness is health. Curry weakness is turnovers. Not strong enough defensively. Cannot stand in front of everybody. Kawhi weakness is not really basketball; it's health. So that's
I agree with you, Bruce.
Great point. Great point.
I agree with you, Bruce, and that go along too, like with the argument I'm making about just size, literal size. Like, it's harder to make Kawhi turn the ball over because he's bigger. Like, if you go look at point guards and people who, especially point guards who have high usage rates, and I'm not sure if this stuff has a ridiculously high usage rate or not, but it's easier to force them to turn over the ball. And it just goes along, like I said, to my size argument. It's harder to take the ball out of somebody who's bigger and stronger. It's harder to make them turn over the ball.
Do you think Curry if he was fighting through screens, over screens, and fighting around picks and everything, do you think he would have the energy to shoot the way he shoots?
I mean, I think Steph Curry is like one of the best conditioned athletes in the world. So I think he could be conditioned to do whatever. You know what I mean? And this is go ahead,
That don't
bro.
really matter because he's put in a lot of people try to put him in a lot of action or wear him down regardless, even if he's fighting over the screen or not. People put him. He has to guard the ball a lot because people want him on the ball.
Most definitely.
But we all know that we all know that he's not feared on defense. See,
so how y'all feel about Magic Johnson?
Magic Johnson was how big was Magic Johnson? Let me ask you that.
It don't matter. That shit don't even matter.
It matters though, bro. It matters though.
Only plays the passing lanes. The same Steph Curry do. He just taller than
Magic
Steph Curry.
was a cone. Magic was a cone defensively. He was a cone defensively. He could not guard anybody.
Yeah, Magic was 6'9", but skills and tasks. I mean, what if I told you that the Warriors had a good defensive team, so Steph Curry's defensive prowess wasn't much needed, and he was more of an offensive player. So the fact that he can focus more on his offense because he had help behind him, whereas with Kawhi, yeah, he had more of a defensive roster and as well, but Kawhi was also defensively educated. I mean, does that play a role too? Because Steph, it's not like we're saying what guy, because I'm saying who do you fear the most in their prospective situations on their team? You know, meaning Steph wasn't asked to be Kawhi Leonard on defense, just like Kawhi wasn't asked to run around screens and picks like Steph was, you know? And so I got to assess what was required of that person on that team, on their prospective teams. Steph wasn't asked to be a defensive lockdown player. Skills?
No, I mean, I agree with you, Mark.
But
hey, that's a good question, bro. And I'm glad you asked that question. And that's what I was about to say. It really breaks down to personal preference. Like, who do you fear? Like me personally, if you asking me who do I fear, I don't fear running around chasing Steph all game because I'm in physical shape and I can do that. And I'm not gonna leave the game feeling like I got bumped and bruised up. Who do I fear playing more? I fear guarding Kawhi more because I'm going to have to put out a lot more energy. I may not be running around, but physically I have to bang with him. But physically I'm going to have to bang with him. So I'm going to walk away from that matchup being more nicked up and dinged up than just running around chasing Steph.
Bro, we got to stop the lies, bro.
Well, how is it a lie?
Well, just rebut what he said, man, Max. I mean, rebut what he said.
Kawhi ain't just banging.
He's making a great point with that, though.
Kawhi is just pulling up mid ranges. Steph is running around constantly.
But
I don't agree with that.
Hold on, man, Max. How does he even get to the post? Explain. You think we just open the lanes up and he just walks to the post? That's how he gets to the post. Or does he have to bag somebody down to get to the post? That is banging. You have to do that all night long, bro.
I mean,
see, you're not an athlete, bro. I can't really talk to people who are not athletes, bro. I can't do it, bro.
No, skills making sense, you guys. No.
That's a fact.
Question.
That is a fact.
The question is, who do you fear the most? You fear
right.
Kawhi or do you fear Steph? And if you, if you say you fear Steph, it's understandable because of the things that Steph do. But when you fear somebody offensively and defensively, that's a whole different ball game. That's
and that was going to be one of my points too, because like I do understand what Mass and everybody else who picked Steph, because like when you literally have to guard somebody from the half court line, that can make you a fear thing in itself. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Steph Curry, I understand the size skills, but running 4 miles in one game, even if you are an athlete, I'm an athlete, bro. I play rugby, so that's what I do. I play rugby. Like I run like that on a day, like not on a daily no more, but back when I was in the game for real, I literally would be running and that shit would exhaust the fuck out of me. But to Skill's point, what took me out even more is when you running up against those guys and you banging bodies with a motherfucker that's solid 235 pounds. Like it's just gonna be a different effect,
bro. That's gonna wear you down quicker because you taking punishment. You get what I'm saying? Like you taking punishment. Like
I agree, but let me ask
Hard
you
to
this.
hear him.
What you doing when it's a Steph Curry running around 5 picks and you taking that same punishment physically and your legs? When he running around 5 picks,
it's a good point too, man.
Every time.
Yep. That's a valid
listen
point.
to me, bro. I started my takeout by saying it's personal preference. What do
Yes,
you fear? I do not fear running around. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's my personal preference. I don't fear that. I fear the bang because I know that because I'm taking punishment. This is what you're not understanding, bro. Like it's taking punishment. You giving and taking.
Look, bro, I'm understanding that, but you taking pain, you taking punishment, running around screens with Curry, cardio and physically. Like you can hit. Draymond is moving.
I don't.
Guys don't get hit like that no more. Coming up,
man, that's a lie, bro.
Let's call it.
Don't say guys.
But
Curry is doing.
Even to your point, bro, I don't disagree that it's a form of punishment, but it's still, if that's the punishment that you fear, then I get you going like, okay, I don't want to run miles. When I think about running miles and running off streams and picks, I don't mind doing that. That's my personal prayer. I don't mind doing that. I prefer not to have to bang with somebody that's physically bigger than me, maybe on the same strength level, and I'm giving and taking punishment, and I'm having to do that for the duality of a game. Bro, the running don't really get to me. So I don't know, bro. It's personal preference. Like it just depends on what you fear.
Okay.
Kawhi post up 2 times a game. Steph Curry run every
2 times a game. What the fuck? Oh, hell no.
There's no logic in statements like that. You know what I mean?
Post up more than that, bro. And Kawhi's not your traditional. Give me the ball in the post.
Go look at the numbers.
He'll catch the ball and get down there in the post. And bro, like Kawhi is a bruising player when he's at his max strength operating. So, but skills, bro. Check this out, bro. What if I told you that as an offense, if I want to get away from Kawhi Leonard, I can run certain plays on the weak side or strong side, set pick and rolls or set actions with other guys, and I can try to get my offense through somewhere else without Kawhi being involved. Whereas Steph's movement. So what I'm trying to say is this: I can somewhat, right? Hear me out here, not fully, but I can somewhat neutralize his defense on occasions. To that, you say what?
I would say, look at this, right? If I'm playing up against Steph, I have to run around the strings. He's going to exhaust me on the offensive end, but I can hunt him out on the defensive end. I can continuously do that. So whatever he gives to me, I give to him back on the defensive end. I mean, making him play defense, so I'm hunting him out. When it comes to Kawhi, bro, not only do I got to go down there and I got to stop him physically from doing whatever he's trying to do, he can also then accept the challenge and guard me on the other end. So he's going to be exhausting me both ways at an extreme high level. That's going to wear me down, especially if I am not 6'6" or above.
But we play in a pick and roll league now where you guys have said on multiple occasions that Kawhi does what the coaching staff says does, and he's not switching those picks, consistently. Yeah. And so if I'm Steph Curry, right, I just call for a pick, or I'll run this action somewhere else, right, and get Kawhi away from the play. And so to that, you say what?
I'll say real quick, if we talking about playoff basketball, I've never seen Kawhi not accept the challenge on the defensive end. It should have shown to me. I haven't seen it.
Skills. He didn't switch off. Jamal dropped 40 points in the game 7.
Yeah,
Kawhi
he's right about that.
But who was Kawhi guarding though? In that same position,
the guy who was scoring the most points. No, I'm talking about.
I think it was KCP actually.
But we're talking about the guy who had it going in that game, which is shut his water off, which was Jamal Murray. He didn't guard that guy, but it's okay though. I mean, you answered the question, and you answered it the right way. So I got you, bro.
Mr. Man, isn't avoidance being feared?
That's a good question.
Well, old man. Yes and no. I'm gonna say yes because it's obvious that it's being feared, but then I'm gonna say I'm working smarter, not harder. If I don't have to put Kawhi on Steph or put Kawhi on the KD, and I can call or put Kawhi on the SGA, then or on Luka, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call for the high pick. Why as a coach would I want to put my best offensive player on your best defensive player, and I'm trying to win the game? Why would I do that for?
That's old man's point, though.
No. Hey, Taz, and that's why I said,
But
bro.
they go
Yes,
for
it
every
is.
defender in the NBA, though.
But that's why I said yes. I agree. It is a form of fear. Like, listen, I mean, like I'm being honest here. Yeah, it is. But it's also a form of these teams and coaches just unless Kawhi is going to fight through the pick, then they're going to keep doing it. That's all I'm saying here. But yes, I agree. That is a form of they fear him. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, man. It's basically the coaches are scheming just to get the best opportunities for their players. Like that.
It's matchup based, bro. I mean,
yeah.
you
most
want to
definitely,
win,
most
right?
definitely.
I mean, who wants to put Kawhi Leonard on Jamal Murray, and we know Kawhi is a dog? Like Denver's gonna, Mike Malone's gonna say, no, man, no, hold on, call the pick and roll, and let me get Jamal on James Harden. Why would I not want my best player offensively going at James Harden or Luka? Like, come on, guys. I mean, like, we're trying to win games here, not prove a point in the moment. So
no, I mean you're 100% right, but that's coaching and scheming though. Like if we just sticking to the question, like who do you fear the most? Like Kawhi is the most out of the two people that we're talking about. He's the most physically demanding and dominant person that will be on the floor out of these two people we're talking about. Like we could talk about schematics and pulling up from three. It's going to be harder guarding and stopping Kawhi. I don't care what y'all say. It's going to be harder to do that.
Skills. I'm gonna say, listen, bro, and I'm being honest right now. My answer really should be Kawhi Leonard without hesitation because of what attributes he brings to a basketball court, his offensive prowess, and we know what he does defensively. And so I should say Kawhi Leonard with no hesitation. And this is where I'm kind of, you guys can call me a hypocrite, and I'm okay with that in this scenario. But I'm gonna go with Steph Curry, bro, because I think he's so dynamic. But if you guys want to kill me for not saying Kawhi, because I'm acknowledging what you guys are saying. Like I can't fight you guys on this stuff, bro. Like you guys are 1,000% right. So I'm going against my normal basketball brain, but
but you really not though, bro. Because if you're looking at it on paper, like that's why I can't even really get mad. If you're looking at it on paper, you're gonna go with the guy who's a 4-time NBA champion. If I'm not mistaken,
there you go.
You know what I mean? That's who you're gonna go with. Like so, I'm not. That's why when I first got here, the first thing I said is I get it. I'm not making no arguments against that. But if BJ is asking like a personal question, if I'm lacing up my shoes, who I got to guard, who I got to play against, I'm sorry, bro. I'm more fearful of Kawhi. I'm more fearful of the things that he can do. I gotta struggle getting rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Now rebounds are up into play. Defense is up into play. Offense is up into play. Like it's so much stuff, bro, when I'm dealing with him because of physically what he brings to the game. Like, but hey, man, it's preference.
Yeah, you can't lose with either guy. I mean, and all you guys have made great points. I mean, you see, I'm trying to make things up to rebuttal, and y'all just smacking them down, bro, because I can't do it. Like y'all making great points.
Yeah,
listen, bro.
Yeah, that's what I respect, bro. I respect
I saw versus the Nets, Skills, Oatman, Taz, and BJ. The Kawhi Leonard I saw, and I'm using that game specifically, which was like last week, I think. The game I saw Kawhi Leonard versus the Brooklyn Nets on the road. You saw a glimpse of the old Kawhi. He was active on both ends of the court, dominant offensively, dominant defensively, and offensively. Best player on the court by far, no question. Here's the ball, take us home, do what you got to do. You're the Kawhi Leonard. That version of Kawhi Leonard, I mean, come on, bro. I mean,
it's tough, bro.
All-time great player.
It's tough, bro. It's tough, bro. And like me, I keep harboring on the size thing because I think people be thinking that this should be video games or something in real life, bro. You cannot stop a person like Shaq. Like you cannot. Like I don't care how strong you think you are. If he gets anywhere in the post and you're not of similar size and weight, bro, there's nothing you can do. I don't care how skillful you think you are, how strong you think you are, bro. There's a 7-foot, 300 monster. When he turned left shoulder, right shoulder, there's gonna be nothing you can do. So like I'm factoring that in too. Like when we talking about fear, I'm like, bro, I got to match up against this guy, like continuously. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you guys a question, and I want BJ to chime in too. Have any of you guys ever seen Kawhi play in person? Like, do you guys really know like his physique and how I
seen him in Memphis twice.
Okay, I've seen Kawhi play quite a few times. I think Kawhi Leonard has a perfect prototypical NBA body with size, height, strength. I mean, like a 6'6", 6'7" guy built like that. That's a real NBA wing player. And so, BJ, like, you've been next to this guy plenty of times, bro. Like, I mean, his hands are just huge. His wide shoulders. I mean, like, explain like how physically imposing like Kawhi is.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yesterday, I was sitting right by the hoop where the players come out. So he comes out with his security guard and like he literally like dap him up, and like every time I see him close, it's like, bro, like he feel like he gets bigger and bigger. Like, no lie, like, and then you look at his whole body, like his, not even just his hands, bro, like his shoulders, like you say, but you look at his calves, man, like just steel. Like I remember
That's what I noticed. The legs, bro. The legs.
Bro,
that's what I noticed.
That's some nuclear stuff. But like one time, I think I dapped him up. I gave him a handshake, and he put his arm on my shoulder, his hand on my shoulder, and I swear he didn't even try to push all that hard, bro. But I felt like my entire left side of my shoulder just go down when he put his hand on it. I'm like, bro, this dude, what the fuck? Like, so his body is just it's crazy, bro. Like up close, it's crazy. It's unreal. It's almost scary. Like the damn Incredible Hulk.
For me, like watching Kawhi for all these years, I haven't seen him live. You know, that's one of my things that I really want to do. But for me, all these years, I've been saying this for quite some time. I think Kawhi is pound for pound a top 5 strongest player in the league right now. You know, and I think he's been like that throughout most of his career. Just paying attention to how he moves his body, his balance after contact is something that is very underrated. I know a lot of people talk about that in football, but on the defensive side of basketball, if you can absorb contact, you will automatically catapult to being a great defender. You know, and Kawhi is one of the only guys that I've seen stand LeBron up on a fast break. You know, that is one of the hardest things I think any NBA player can do is stand LeBron up on a fucking fast break, bro. But Kawhi, with his strength, like you said, his shoulders, his legs, and even like what JJ Redick said, when JJ Redick touched his core, he seemed like he was a solid ass rock. You know, so when you want to talk about the physicality that Kawhi has, I don't think people really understand somebody that is pound for pound has a mass, you know, and the reason why I say that, because I see myself is that I'm only 5'9". Right now I'm 235, but when I was younger, I was about 175 pounds, but I could bench press 325 pounds, you know, so pound for pound for me, I was a solid motherfucker. And I really didn't see too many motherfuckers that could fuck with me unless you were of a stature that I really just couldn't handle. Kawhi is already of that stature that most NBA players will have a hard time with just trying to get the ball up the court. You know, so yeah, the dude physically is just it's almost unmatched, bro.
Most definitely, man. For me, I was when I saw him 2 times. I saw him this year, and then in 2024, and then I saw him the year before. We had Paul George before they left, and the thing that stood out to me the most was like the legs, his legs and Paul George's legs. It's like I can tell they work out their legs a lot, which is why they probably always get lower extremity injuries, because they probably be overworking their legs, because you can see muscle fibers in their quads and in their like their hamstrings, like you can see the actual, you know what I'm saying, fibers, you know what I mean? It is, you know, like somebody really, you know, working them legs out for real. And like BJ say, bro, he got real big hands, bro, real big shoulders, but like his body is also balanced at the same time, though. Mm-hmm. He's not like bigger at the bottom than he is up top. It's like balanced well, like, so it's like, bro, you know, you see stuff like that, and I can tell that you was an athlete, because, you know, only an athlete understands, like, when you're at your physical peak and generally somebody that's around your size height wise, maybe a little bit bigger. You probably have the same strength level, and you probably match up well with them. But it's a point where size factors in, where it doesn't matter how strong you are. If somebody is physically bigger than you and equally as strong or a little bit stronger, it's going to be harder for you to deal with, and you're going to wear down. And you only know that when you match up against guys that's bigger. That's why I ignore this whole thing where people think that size don't matter, bro. In the real world, where you got real athletes and people compete, size matter. That's why weight classes matter. That's why you got to come in at a certain weight when you're fighting. All that shit matter. 10 pounds, 20 pounds, it makes a difference, bro. It does.
Well, Skills made a great point. He says that he looked at Paul George's and Kawhi's legs and their core. I'm gonna give you guys just a quick little nugget real quick. I'm not gonna say who the player is here in Sacramento, but he's a taller player, a little bit on the thinner side. And one time I was just talking with him in the back, and I say, man, what's the biggest adjustment for you in the league? And he goes, keeping my balance, because he's a shooter, and he shoots the mid range and he shoots the long ball. So you guys can guess probably who it is. He talked about he talked about keeping his balance, because a lot of times even the most basic tug or nudge with the hip or hand or just contact in general, you're off balance. And so you have to kind of reset and gain your balance, on the fly. And he says that was his biggest adjustment, was getting, because he said at Iowa, it wasn't as hard because the guys weren't as tall and they weren't as physical. But for him in the NBA, he says that was his biggest thing, was just at times I had zero balance and I was shooting the ball off balance. And so that's a great point, Skills, because you mentioned Kawhi's legs and Paul's legs. And you're right. I've seen Kawhi in person a few times, and I'm like, God damn, like his hands are it's like a softball glove.
It is, bro.
It's ridiculous. Only one player I met in person with hands that big, and it was Ron Artest. I think Ron Artest has some of the biggest hands I've ever shook in my goddamn life, ever.
Rondo also.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, yeah. So, he's a specimen, bro. Yeah, Kawhi is a specimen, and and that's why. And for me, I think that's where the disappointment comes in at times, because he's so
bro.
He's so self-disciplined on his body, and when you look at him, you're like, God damn, like he's ripped, he's cut, you can see the core muscles. And then you'd be like, why is he always going through this? But, some things ain't his fault, guys. You're right. We can't blame him for all these injuries. It's just unfortunate, contact or what have you, man. But, yeah, man, Kawhi is a specimen, bro.
To your point, man, when you look at Kawhi's injuries, most of his injuries come off of the plays that he's off balance. And it's not even necessarily a person that's making him that way. Sometimes he just comes down on the ground. Of course, Zaza was the whole reason of that. But sometimes with the way his legs just move, bro, it bothers me, because they look like they just fucking noodles sometimes when he's driving to the basket. But even more to that point, though, when I look at athletes, the one thing that I pay attention to, because I don't like sports that aren't contact sports, I pay attention to the balance through contact, and that transitions to every sport that you fucking play. And that is why I like Kawhi so much, because when he's in his position, you can't move him out of that position a lot of the times, because his balance, along with the work that he has with his core and everything else, it makes him 10 times a stronger defender. And I think a lot of athletes disregard the balance portion.
Man, definitely.
And we got to give Steph Curry his credit as well, guys, because
most definitely. But you took the words right out of my mouth.
To when he first came in, Curry has really worked on his frame and got a lot tougher and stronger. And he talks about balance and squaring up, and he's just so much of a dynamic shooter. He's probably one of the few guys who ain't got to be on balance all the time, because he's that gifted. But I think Curry runs off a lot of picks for two reasons. Is because one, that's their offense, and two, if he can get a shot off without somebody in his face and he can really square up, then he'll probably make it. But so both guys have done a great job on on making sure that their core functions are intact.
Right.
No, most definitely. And, anybody who listening to this, please don't get it twisted. Like Steph Curry is very strong too. I don't want y'all to make it. I don't want it to seem like I don't think he's strong. He's very, very strong. I said earlier on the stream, he's one of the most conditioned athletes in the world. I'm talking about elite conditioning. You know what I mean? He's very strong too. And for him to be able to run through these strings and picks and keep his balance is a bigger testament to how strong he is. Because to Miles' point, the guy that he was talking about, the reason that was the biggest adjustment to him is because when you're playing guys that's more physical and bigger, the slightest touch throws you off balance. The slightest bump throws you off balance. You're not getting bumped with 150 pounds. You're getting bumped by 240, 220, 200, the most average 225. Like they bumping you, so it's throwing you off your route a little bit. So it's a bigger testament to somebody like Steph, who's under 6'4", able to run around these strings continuously at an elite level, and while maintaining his balance. It's not an easy thing to do.
Have you guys ever seen Steph pregame workout and what he does pregame?
Man, I wanted to touch on what Matt said about Meta. I was like, bro, I gotta tell y'all this. So the picture y'all see on the screen, that is the day before Kobe passed.
Oh man.
And so when Matt said about Meta being bigger than Kawhi, it's right there. Yeah. Meta's like super thick. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a great picture, BJ. Yeah, that's awesome.
It is, bro. That's dope.
It sure is.
Man. Yeah.
What I was asking you guys was if and here's a testament, Taz and fellas, to Steph's greatness as well. Because listen, man, I think we can not slight either guy and give them both their credit. Yeah, we gonna pick and choose who's more feared, but let's highlight some of these guys' attributes, bro. Like, if y'all think Steph is running and working hard during the game, I mean, his pregame workout, I mean, like he's going at it. I mean, he's working.
I believe it, bro.
He puts on a show. Okay, he literally puts on a show, and he's sprinting to spots, right? Because, and for me, real quick, Kobe said this best: if I'm practicing, I'm shooting game-like shots. My pet peeve, BJ and Taz and Skills, is when I'm at a game early because I'm there with some friends, and you feel me, and we're down there watching guys do certain things, right? And a big man is shooting a hook shot over a 6'2" trainer or like the assistant coach, right? That irks me to death because you're not doing that shot versus a 6'2" guy in the game, right?
Not at all, bro.
So practice game like shots, meaning foul me as if I'm gonna get fouled, like run into me after I shoot the shot. And so Steph does these things, right? And so that's all I was saying, bro.
That's a fact, bro. And that's one of the reasons, because I don't want to come off as a Steph hater as well. Like, in my opinion, Steph is the greatest point guard that we've seen, even though he's not, a traditional point guard. But at the same time, when we're talking about, his attributes, bro, the thing with Steph is like, it's exactly what y'all saying. A lot of people expect Steph to go into a game and run until you get into the game and actually have to run with Steph. Like in rugby, we got a part of the season called 7 season, which is basically 7-on-7 rugby. That's basically running 110 meters up and down the field for 14 minutes. The hardest shit in sevens is to make sure that you have the proper condition. When you have to chase a guy around the field, it is going to do so much tax on your fucking legs that it starts messing with your mind. It literally fucks with your mind when you realize that you cannot keep up with somebody. And with Steph Curry, I can see that is the case with most of his gameplay. When people get out there and actually start running with Steph, I can tell people like, yo, bro, hey, come get this motherfucker. Get this screen, bro. Like, somebody else, please take this, man. Because it's really hard to, and not only just to run, it's really hard to pivot off one foot, make a cut, and go in the opposite direction. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Because Steph Curry, he's not just running in loops. Steph Curry makes cuts. Steph Curry makes sure he knows how your feet are, so he's going to look at you, check your feet, and go the opposite direction. You know, those are some of the hardest guys to guard. And like, it's one sports clip that I watched yesterday, man. And they was asking a guy, they said, who is it harder to guard? A speedy wide receiver or a more skilled wide receiver? And the guy said, I would much rather guard the skilled wide receiver. I mean, I would much rather guard the speedy wide receiver because all he can do is just run straight past me. But when it comes to skill and what Steph Curry has, Steph Curry has the ability to make so many cuts in amount of 5 seconds that can throw you completely off of your game. He can get you out of position in so many ways just by using his legs alone. And that is one of his best features.
See, Steph got that from his father, Dale. Dale come out of that era with Ricky Pierce. He come out, you know, he played with Reggie Miller. You know, all of those guys, that's what they did. They ran off picks. You know, they did cuts. And that's the reason Steph is well conditioned. I give him that. Look, I'm not a Steph hater either. I think I got him at like 12 or 13, I believe, because of his accolades. But Steph, if Steph is not making those shots, then what is it to fear? See, what can he do after that? Because there's games where he's not making those shots. So what are we going to say? Okay, we ain't got to worry about Steph because he's not making no shots, you know. But with Kawhi, if he's not making those shots, now you got to fear the defense. You got to fear the assist making. You got to fear the rebounding. See, there's multiple things you have to fear with Kawhi. So I'm not taking anything away from Steph's greatness. Don't get me wrong. But when you talk about more fear, not that Steph is not feared, but when you talk about more fear, you're talking about Kawhi. And you talk about
even if Steph is not making shots, and it's a valid question you asked, just the fact that maybe the next shot's going in is the fear. He's so elite that he can miss 15 in a row, and they still going to play in the same way that as if he just made 10 shots in a row. That's number one. Number two, and then he's not just running; he's running with a purpose, right? And for me, Taz and fellas, can you imagine Steph Curry doing all that running on some plays and him knowing the shot's not even for him, it's for somebody else, right? To get that guy shot. And then lastly, like, this is why having a switching defense versus the Warriors in years past has been their biggest, probably, thorn in their side, because they struggle versus switching defenses. Because now when you do run Steph baseline and he's come up different actions, teams can just switch it, a la the 2018 Rockets, or they use J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert in 2016, in the games 5, 6, and 7. But to answer your question, though, man, he can miss 15 shots in a row, but teams are still going to guard him as if he made 10 in a row. And so for me, that's how I would answer that question, bro.
Okay, can I ask you a question, Mr. Max?
Go ahead.
One more question.
Yeah, for sure. Because I want skills to to comment on what I just said.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and skills, check the private chat. But go ahead, y'all.
I got you. Go ahead, old man, because I was just going to have.
Well,
I had a little pushback on what Miles said.
Two guys on the same team. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. Klay in his prime shooting, Steph in his prime shooting. Who you fear more?
In the clutch, actually, Klay Thompson. In the clutch.
Thank you. Real
in
basketball,
the clutch, bro.
head.
I can't lie, bro. It's Klay Thompson in the clutch, but just like per 48 minutes, it's Steph Curry. But I fear Klay in like crucial moments.
Okay.
And I know that's crazy. Well, actually, it's not crazy because the proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, the proof in the pudding, bro. We got documented history. You know what I mean?
I can't lie. I mean,
we can go look at the footage.
Yeah.
But I'll say this though. Any questions that I had about I got an echo. Is that me? Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, go. So yeah, any questions I had about Steph Curry, he answered with his last championship against Boston. Any lingering questions that I had about him, he answered all questions. So I think he's able to do everything on the court. But with that being said, like let's say hypothetically, right? You know, you got Steph starting the game and you got Kawhi starting the game, and they both 0 of 7. They ain't made any shots. Both of them having a terrible shooting night. You know, immediately though, Kawhi is still going to be giving you good defense. He's still going to be rebounding. He's still going to be able to dictate the game, whether he's making shots or not. So he started off 0-7. Steph started off 0-7. The only difference is Kawhi is giving you elite defense, elite rebounding from the very beginning. Steph getting back in that game is going to be contingent on him making shots. That's what it's going to be contingent on. He may give you some rebounds. He may give you some defense, but it ain't going to be elite level defense. And he's going to give you some off the ball movement, moving around, running on screens. But him getting going, him getting hot is going to be contingent on him making shots. To that, Miles, you say what?
No, because the way you frame that as if all Curry does is just shoot, and if he's not shooting and making shots, he still can't impact winning. And I don't think that's true. I mean, Kawhi's giving you what, about 6.5 rebounds for his career? Steph's giving you 4.7. So both guys are rebounding, right? Kawhi should get 2 more rebounds, right? Assist-wise, Curry's giving you 6.4. You know, Kawhi's giving you about 3. And so
what about steals and defensive efficiency?
Kawhi is giving you more on the defensive side. But again, though, like I think you are underestimating just his impact with the thought of, or I'm gonna use the word decoy, right? Yeah, Steph and those guys can both be missing shots, but the Warriors are still going to run their offense as if Steph is coming off something, and that may get another guy's shot, right? So I have to gauge the impact in multiple ways, right? Steph ain't got to score 30 points to be a very impactful player. Like, can we get back to me doing something off the ball gets player C a shot or player B a shot, right?
Most definitely.
I can still play make. Curry can still listen. We've seen Curry grab you 8 rebounds in the finals, in the 2017 finals, right? Grabbed you 9. He gave you 9 assists, almost 10 assists a game, and so he's more than just a shooter.
No, most
but you make a great point with Kawhi's defense, though.
And that's what I was just about to say. I could break it down even simpler than what I just did. At the end of the day, if they both start them games off and they both 0 from 7, Kawhi is going to give you elite level defense regardless whether he's missing or making shots. You're not going to get that from Steph Curry.
Listen, Kawhi's
going to give you elite defense whether he's making shots or not.
Kawhi's going to give you very good defense on the men that he's guarding. But if the team is going away from Kawhi, then I don't know.
He one of the best help defenders too, though, Miles. Like that's what makes Kawhi such a great defender.
Bro, I understand all that, and so by your scenario, yeah, Kawhi can probably do a little bit more because he can do more on the defense side of the ball. So I'm gonna say Kawhi Leonard.
Let's pivot a player real quick. Let's pivot a player from Kawhi. What about Steph and James Harden? Who's more feared?
I gotta go with Steph on that one. Yeah, I gotta go with Steph on that one.
He's a choker.
Definitely Steph on that one.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
I gotta go with Steph on that one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I find that more disrespectful than, no. I mean, he shouldn't even be mentioned with Steph Curry.
Okay,
I'm a Rockets fan to the core.
But isn't Harden a more prolific scorer than Steph?
No, he's not. No, I don't think he is. No.
Okay.
No, I tell you why. It's because.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, please.
It's because I can't say because a guy's giving me 35 a game 1 year, or then he led the league in scoring. Well, on that team, that's what was asked of him, right? You don't think Curry, if he wanted to, can drop 35 a game? Of course he can, but that's not what's asked of him. And when the moments become the moments, and the biggest moments, and we've seen the Warriors play the Rockets on several postseason occasions. We've seen James Harden wet the bed like no other. 13 turnovers, not shooting the basketball, all kind of nonsense, bro. I was at those games at the Oracle in Oakland, California. damn near in tears, the only Rockets fan in a crowded section with nothing but Warrior fans, bro. I've seen it up close and personal. So no, James Harden. If James Harden is not facilitating and dictating, and you Clipper fans saw this a little bit last year when he wasn't the one getting it going. What is he doing? He's not setting picks. He's not setting backdoor screens. He's not coming off pin downs, flares, or screens. He's somewhere over there pouting, looking stupid, not being a winning player. Whereas Steph Curry is going to move, set things up, and get the defense to react. Nobody has ever reacted to James Harden off the ball like that. Right, Skills? I don't think they have.
Nah, I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I don't even know how this is even a question. I ain't gonna lie to you, old man.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
The reason I asked a question is because they play a similar game. They both shoot three. They prolific in 3-point shooting. They don't play no defense hardly. They run around. I mean, they run around picks. They set.
No. Steph Curry runs around picks.
They do the pick and roll.
They do have a lot of the same intangibles, right? But it's like things that Steph does that just like really separates. I mean, they got some of the same intangibles, like as far as what he's talking about, like schematics, pick and rolls and stuff like that. But like, I'm looking at the other variables. I'm looking at the fact that, like I said earlier, Steph Curry is one of the most elite conditioned athletes in the game. That alone separates them because Steph Curry is going to be conditioned year round. I ain't never seen him come in fat, slouchy, anything like that. He's conditioned year round. That's one thing. Second thing is when we're talking about shooting, like I know James Harden is good with the step back, three or whatever the case may be, but we're talking about the best shooter that we've ever seen. That's another thing that separates them greatly. Then another thing is Steph Curry actually will commit to the defensive end. He's small, so there's only so much that he can do on the defensive end, but I've seen him guard up and I've seen him hit tough shots in like the most crucial moments. We're talking game sixes, game sevens. Like I've seen him hit tough shots. So it's like I don't know. The gap is just pretty wide between those two. Like in my opinion.
Haven't James did the same thing this year? Steph did. He carried us.
I mean, he has, but like that. But he's known for doing this in the regular season. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you though, old man. I do think if we're looking at the Clippers this season, I do think this may be a different argument. All right, it may start some shit, but I do think James Harden has been the MVP for the Clippers. I do think without James Harden, like we wouldn't be like sitting where we are in the West. I really don't, bro. Like because he's been outside of Zubac now, he's been the most consistent. He's been there for like majority of the games. Like you can make an argument for Norman Powell, but Norman Powell missed like 20 games. If we talking about availability, who was actually there, the argument is. Yeah, in production, the argument only gets narrowed down to two people. That's James Harden and Ivica Zubac.
I agree with that, and I'm going with Zubac. Zubac has been the Clippers' most consistent value. Listen, I'm not saying he's the best player because you said MVP, most valuable. Ivonis Zubac, I probably said his name the wrong way, but Zubac has been the Clippers' most valuable player this season to me for what he brings to that team, for what he's asked to do. Come on, bro. Like, if they ever lose Zubac, bro, like, it's over. Like,
isn't it because of James Harden he's having a career year, Mr. Maz?
Who, Zoo?
Yes, sir.
I think in some categories he is, yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
So that's the reason I brought up between Harden and Steph. Of course we done said what we said about Kawhi and Steph, but because of the similarities and whatnot, I'm saying because James, he can go to the hole or he can go to the goal more better than Steph, can he?
When James wants to put his head down, he can get there, but here's the difference though. Like the Warriors can run their offense through Draymond and they can play, whatever is required of Steph Curry, he can make the adjustment. I've already said this. This is why I think Steph Curry is the best player of this generation, is because, and here's my main reason why I say this for fellas. Steph doesn't always have to be the first fiddle. If it's required or asked of him to play second fiddle to whoever it is, if it's Jimmy, KD, Clay, Draymond that game, whoever it is, Jordan Poole, he can do that. His game can adjust as what the Warriors need. And when he needs to become the man, then he can be the man. But James Harden, listen, I've never seen him really adjust his game and be okay with it and be effective with it. And so the Clippers offense is facilitated with James Harden. It just is. Whereas the Warriors offense is facilitated in multiple ways. It's Steph, now it's Jimmy, and we know what Draymond does.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that's the biggest difference. But you're right. They got some similarities a little bit, but I'm with Skills. I think the gap is just too big and it's too wide. And yeah. For me.
Don't get me wrong. I brought that up. I would take Steph over Harden because Harden, he lets you down in pressure moments more than
BJ,
Steph
I
has.
think Mr. Phillips, I'm not sure if that's Skills or not, but somebody dropped out.
But I just brought that up because they both shooting guards playing point guards.
Yeah.
So,
hey, oh man, do you know what's funny, bro? I looked at this stat 2 weeks ago. Like, I know Steph has been the best 3-point shooter of the last 10, 13 years. Do you know who's right behind him?
James Harden.
James Harden.
Yes, sir.
Like, James Harden is taking and making a lot of threes in this decade. A lot. Like, he's had seasons where he led the league in, like, 3 points makes and 3-pointers attempted, if I'm not mistaken. You know?
Especially
he shoots a lot
when
of
he
threes.
was on Houston, you know?
Yeah, he shoots a lot of threes, man. He shoots a lot of threes. Yeah.
But the thing about it is, with James Harden, you know, his IQ, of course, we all know what happened.
That's what it is, bro.
Steph clears him IQ-wise, you know. And
my bad, dog. I got kicked out.
You know, I just brought that up because they practically play similar. You know,
I'm glad you mentioned his IQ because for me, if I don't respect your IQ, then I can't even put you at the same table with some of these guys. And that thing that pumps blood in your chest, your heart, like that will to win. Even if things aren't going well, Skills, I still have to be myself, right? And I've seen James not be James Harden too many times in the big moments. We can question Steph Curry's turnovers and Game 7 at the Oracle versus the Cavs and him just missing shots, right? But I'm going to go down with what I do best, with my attributes, right? What I do. James kind of deviates and does other things. You can see the frustration in him, in his language, body language, and his game in the most crucial moments. And nah, bro, I'm just not with that. Like, listen, I don't respect that. I don't respect it because you can't pump your chest out when you up 30 and then, you know what I'm saying? And then you just freeze up, you know what I'm saying?
That's
when
key.
you know 4 or 5 points with like 2 or 3 minutes to go and now you're hesitant and like you don't know what the hell to do. Like you forgot how to play basketball. No.
And that's key to what you just said, respect, you know, but you know, like I said, any question that Steph Curry that was left unanswered, he answered in the Boston series. So like he's there in those moments. But to your point, Bob, it's like I've seen James Harden not get it done in those moments. And it's not the fact that he don't get it done. Like you look at a person like Giannis, he may fall short, but you'll never look at it and be like, he didn't give me the effort. He cheated me on the effort. No, he tried. He just came up short. He did everything within his power. He just came up short. But I've seen James Harden in those moments stray away. Look disinterested. Mine could be further away from the game. You're like, bro, what's going on? And in those moments, it's hard to respect when a person just, you know, fades into black like that. Especially when you know that they're capable of things that you watch them do in the regular season. You've seen them go for 40, 50, 60. So like, you know he's capable of those games, but it don't really matter if you don't hit him if you don't take those shots with confidence in those, you know, top tier moments like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a great point.
But let's circle back to Zubac real quick though. So you think Zubac is the MVP for the Clippers this season, not just this particular season?
Yep, because of his defensive prowess, his rim protection, and I don't judge rim protection off block shots. Just be a body down there, be a presence, just alter shots, right? Sometimes an alter shot is better than a block shot out of bounds. Keep the ball alive in bounds. So I think Zoo's physicality around the bigs down there have been tremendous. His finishing around the basket, his scoring, his ISO game, and he's been there. He's been available. He's been consistent. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter who's coming into town or what town y'all went into. You always got the same Zubac night in and night out. Every game, right?
Most definitely.
You can pencil in some duds in there, but they're few and far between. You know, I know James Harden is the sexy pick, and he's James Harden, but that's not how I view it, bro. Like, listen, there's no way in hell, just real quick, Skills. In my opinion, I don't think there's no way in hell the Clippers would be where they're at if Zoo's not playing at the level he's playing at.
But the consensus,
I agree.
The consensus say James Harden.
So I agree with everything you just said, Moss. And if somebody picks Zubac, I'm not even going to say that it's a crazy take because it makes sense. Because you remove Zubac from this team, you remove the anchor on our defense, you remove our rim protection, you remove high efficiency, close to the basket. You remove those things. But I think the same argument just this season can be made for James Harden because you remove James Harden from this team and we do lose a lot in playmaking. One can say that, you know, we haven't been an elite offense this season, but I think you take James Harden off this team and our offense falls even lower than what it was, you know, during the duration of the season. And he's been available this season, right? And then another thing that's been unnoted, but you have to give him credit for this. Two things that I said at the beginning of the season. For one, it was him who orchestrated putting the team together in the offseason, even prior to training camp. He had the team together and was working with these guys in their minds and what we needed to come into this season focus on and what we were trying to do. He really did that, bro. I was able to call this out in the preseason. That's why the team looks so cohesive from the very, very beginning.
Okay,
another thing you got to give him credit for. Last thing, and I'll end here. Another thing you got to give him credit for is he started working with Zubac last season on the pick and roll. It started last season. And if you remember, him and Zubac worked for like 30 minutes or an hour after every game of the season, majority of the season, to get Zoo comfortable in the pick and roll and learn how to read and understand what plays and passes he need to make. So it wasn't like he just did that this year. He started working with him last year, worked all summer, you know what I mean? And then it was able to carry over into the season.
Okay, well, just real quick, man. Zubac does more than just pick and roll basketball, right? His
Most definitely.
impact is so much more than just that. And the Clippers have an amazing defense, which is catered and anchored by Zubac, in my opinion, right? And the Clippers offense has been average or below average at best. You agree with that? So
I agree.
The guy who is anchoring a top 5 defense, the center, Zubac, yeah. He's the most valuable player on this roster. Not the guy whose offense, James Harden, isn't even operating at no elite functional level. It's been inconsistent all year long. And then number 2, James Harden is the last guy. And again, this is just me nitpicking, right?
I can't disagree, bro.
James Harden is the last guy that I want to have galvanized troops in the offseason and let's get together and let's build team chemistry, bro. I think that is so overrated, bro. And sports. Bro. Either we can play basketball or we can't. I don't need no goddamn Ruth Chris steak with James Harden to build chemistry. Nah, bro. Like, can you play? Okay, cool. Can you play? Yeah, I can play. Cool. I don't need to go too much with James Harden.
Zubac would have been catching them passes like I said. That he kept fucking up on when Harden was throwing it.
What'd you say?
If it was that simple, Zubac wouldn't have had trouble in the pick and roll last year with Harden. If it was
what do you mean trouble?
Zubac really couldn't catch the passes Harden was throwing.
He caught a lot of passes last year.
No, okay.
What are you saying?
He did. He missed a lot too. So what?
It's basketball. Guys are gonna miss passes. What are you saying?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Guys are gonna
Yes,
miss.
it is, bro. What are you talking about? Zubac is a professional basketball player.
For you to say chemistry don't matter on the basketball court is one of the.
That's not what I. No. That's not what I said, bro.
That's
Hold
what you
on.
said.
I never said
you
that.
You said either can you play or can you play?
No. I never said chemistry. Hold on,
Mr. Maz, that's the reason I brought that question up because you know somebody.
I got to rebut that real quick. Old man, please, just real quick, bro. I never said chemistry doesn't matter. And if y'all want to say that Zubac last year missed passes with James Harden, then let's go reassess the passes that were made in traffic. And was it a good pass? Because I have to analyze those passes. I can't just say you missed passes, right? Zubac has been, hold on, bro. Zubac has been a very big skilled center since his days in LA when they traded him for Mike Muscala from the Clippers, if I'm not mistaken. So that, like, listen, you acting like Zubac got Kwame Brown hands, bro. No, he doesn't. He's a decent center. I mean, this is crazy. And then secondly, when I say I don't need James Harden to galvanize the troops in the offseason, I mean that. Like, I think he's a wrong guy, Skills, to be doing that, bro. Like, come on now. I mean, I would respect it more if Kawhi Leonard did it, not that guy.
No, here's the thing, like
there is no wrong guy on the team to do that.
No, yes, there is a wrong guy.
No, there's not.
I got to kind of agree with him on that only because it's like, somebody had to step up and do it. You know what I mean? Because if Kawhi is out and PG is not there, we lost Russell Westbrook. Like the veteran voice was gone. PJ Tucker is on a sabbatical. So like, where is the veteran leadership or presence, right? So he stepped up and had to do that. Like, look, I'm not the biggest James Harden fan, but you got to give credit and tip your hat where it's due. Like building chemistry is important for a championship or a team that's, inspiring to win a championship. Like him getting the team together before the season, being like, hey man, we ain't got PG no more. We're gonna have to do this by committee. We're gonna have to be a cohesive unit, bro. You got to give him credit for that. And he did that. You know what I mean? So it's like transfer over to the season. We can look at 100 things if we nitpicking, the turnovers, the him being inconsistent on the offensive end in some games. All this stuff is true and valid.
So,
you know what I'm saying? That's valid.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. I mean, we just disagree on that part. But so if that's the case, then, and we want team chemistry, then why is knowing Kawhi is going to be out? You guys had Norman Powell, and he was getting his shit off early and playing good basketball. He was individually, but overall the offense wasn't nothing special. And so my question is this then. I mean, the guys that you guys brought in, KPJ, Dunn, Powell was already there. Terrence Mann was already there. Coffee's already there. Zubac's already there.
We brought in Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, Derrick Jones Jr., bro, standing in the corner, shoot threes.
What's the other kid name that was coming out the bench? I can't think of his name. We gave him to the Bucks. You know what I'm talking about?
He gave him to the Bucks.
KPJ.
Yeah. I mentioned KPJ. Yeah, I mentioned KPJ.
Okay.
So James says, "Okay, guys, let's get together," but the offense is still, for the most part, when we look at the Clippers' offensive numbers for most of the season, they've been better as of late, but they've been stagnant. They've been unimpressive. They've been disappointing. He's turned the ball over. He's resorted back to the old James Harden at times. Yes, he's penciled in some good games here and there versus bad teams, but I mean, he's still going to be James Harden, right?
Agreed.
He's going through him. So I'm not sure what this so-called meeting or this 2 or 3 week workout, having dinners and blah, blah, blah. I mean, bro.
It was to get them used to playing his system. That's what it was. It was to get them used to playing the James Harden system.
That's my point.
But,
hey, Skills. That's my point, bro.
I already know it.
So,
but
why
I
have
get
a
it.
meeting about his system for? That
but
his
look,
system doesn't work.
No, I mean, his system works in the regular season. It'll get you to the playoffs. And that's what we needed him to do this season. Now, I'm just saying, like, if we're looking at it from what we needed from him, we needed regular season James Harden to hold down the fort until Kawhi gets back.
I agree with that part then. I agree with that part. You're saying just keep us afloat until Kawhi comes back.
Until Kawhi comes back. And to your point, right? And to your point, I don't disagree with you. You remove Zubac out this team, bro, defense goes down dramatically. I don't know if we can rebound, without Zubac. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think with James Harden, although our offense has still been bottom tier, my argument is if you remove him from the team, the offense gets even worse. That's my argument. You know what I mean?
All right.
May I ask a question, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's more feared then as far as game planning? Zubac or James Harden?
It would have to. Who's more fair for the coaches, the opposing coaches?
Right.
The game plan for the Clippers? If it's James Harden, probably James Harden because the ball's in his hands more. Even though these coaches know who he is and how he operates, I mean, you still have to defend it. Whereas Zubac is more stationary, and Zubac his game is somewhat dictated on James. But so I'm gonna say James Harden because of just the way he plays.
So you game plan for James Harden then, and then Zubac.
Most definitely.
Game plan for the whole team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to figure out your traps, your blitzes with James. How are you going to cover him past half court? What side are you going to push him on? Because but with Zubac, I mean, he's a big man, and so I mean, that it's going to be a pocket pass or a lob, or it's going to be a putback off a rebound. So, I mean, I can game plan more for skills and still say that old man is more valuable to what
Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely.
I got Zubac as the most valuable.
You got Zoo?
Him being able to anchor, what y'all is top 5 defense?
Yeah.
Him being an anchor of a top 5 defense is more offense, but it's over with for me. Like either one, if you remove either one, and the team go to shit. So.
Yeah, hey, facts, and that's why you can't be mad in what which person a person choose, because if you remove either one of them, bro, the team is not the same no more. Like we're not even in playoff contention. If you remove either one of them, it's over with. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, that's fair, Skills, and also Skills. Even with James having all these assists and things like that, if you really look at his turnover ratio, you can pretty much wipe out some of those high assist games because he's had crucial turnovers. And so I value the ball. I value a shot in a possession. And so, I mean, even with James running the helm and being the primary ball handler, he's had a lot of games this season where he hasn't produced good possessions. And we've never questioned Zubac's effort on defense. I've seen Zubac out rebound 2 or 3. You saw what he just did versus, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen at home. I mean, that was a masterclass. Sure. Right?
It was.
We've never questioned Zubac's effort. We never questioned his defensive prowess. Even when he got boxed out, he still kept going. Like, I know what I'm getting from Zubac, bro, on a night in and night basis. I'm getting 15 and 12, 15 and 11, and I'm going to get elite rim protection. And again, I don't judge protection off block shots, right? It's all turn shots for me. And he's a presence. Bro, we've been on here questioning James Harden's next game.
That's true, bro. That's true. I think we could simplify even smaller than that, bro. I think it really would come down to something as like, objective as who has missed the least amount of games. You know what I mean? And I think if we're looking at something like that, that's gonna be Zoo. I think Zoo played majority of this game. I only remember him sitting out, I think maybe one time this year. I could be wrong, but then you have to get a nod to Zubac. It's really that close, bro.
I agree.
It's really that close. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, listen, he's what, 16 and 12? James is what, 21 and 8? I mean, but you got to fact. I mean, Zoo is highly efficient at the rim. To me, it's been Zubac, bro. But like you said, these questions are being asked about two guys in both scenarios, Steph and Kawhi, or Zubac or James. And
like equal impact. Huh?
You can't get mad at either answer. So I understand why Old Man asked the question. I mean, it's a valid question.
Can Zubac be as effective as he is if James is not playing?
Yes, he can, because the pocket pass is what James does best with Zoo, and the over the top lob to Zoo if James sees a mismatch. But other than that, how else does James impact Zubac? He don't impact his defense. He don't impact his rebounding. He don't impact his shot altering. Now, offensively, out of those 16 points, I'm going to credit James about 6 of them, Skills. And that's me being nice. 6.
Yeah.
Right? So you tell me that Zoo can't get a pass from Kawhi or a pass from Powell playing downhill, or Bone Donovan?
He can.
He can. Yeah, he can. Is it going to be as pretty or conventional? No.
Now, to your point. To your point, Mad Max.
No,
we're not minimizing.
Let's be real about it.
For looking pass in the roster. This is
Harden
crazy.
is the top 3 passer in the NBA.
But he's not the only passer on the Clippers, bro. Like, guys, bro, this is professional basketball. Okay, I've seen it in person. They can pass the basketball. They're just not being asked to pass on that level. I didn't say he can pass like James Harden, but they can pass. Bro, Kawhi Leonard can pass and play make. Not to where James can. Harden, but he can still be effective enough to where it's not going to hurt.
How many games Kawhi played this season?
I think like
it's about 30, 31, somewhere around there.
So that'll be about 50-some games that Zubac got without Kawhi. Man, who else gonna do it?
What? So here's the thing. Like, I mean, you do have a point in this sense, right? Like, you do have to factor in IQ, and I do think that is something that James Harden has helped raise Ivica Zubac's IQ. And the only reason that I can say that is I just got to look at the evidence that's in front of me. Like I've seen Zubac with T. Lue, Kawhi Leonard, even Rajon Rondo. I've seen him with Paul George. I've seen him with these people for the last 2 or 3 years, and I have never seen him play like the efficient style of basketball that he's playing now, knowing how to read and reacting at the rate that in which he's doing it. Some of that you do have to credit to James Harden, just like improving his IQ just a little bit, because I didn't see it in prayer.
Daquan Adams, bro. If you're gonna spew out wrong information and say Zubac averaged 9 points before Harden got there, you're lying. Zubac hasn't averaged 9 points since I think the 2021 season. So he was averaging.
That's cap.
So stop it, bro. Like, if you want to join the conversation, man, have your facts in order, man.
He ain't lying. He contacted me in there because he didn't give you.
What, bro? What? Mad Max.
I said
it's
he
a lie, bro.
contacted.
Stop it, man.
No,
this is crazy.
Did Zubac average 9 points for his
He didn't
career?
lie, bro. He said that very confidently. He lied.
Did Zubac average 9 points for his career before Harden got there? At one point in time in his career?
He averaged double figures 2 years before Harden even got there, though.
I don't think he ever averaged 9, bro.
He tried
he did.
He tried to be
Skills.
slick,
He did,
and he
bro.
wasn't slick
He
enough.
did.
That's all I was saying, man.
He did.
Got you.
But he made it seem
just
like,
saying he was trying
Zubac
to
was
be
averaging
slick.
9 points,
2
2 years ago before Harden got there, which was not true. Come on.
Yeah, that's cap, bro. But Zubac's been on a slow incline for a long time. You know what I mean? I just think he took like a real big stride in this last year and a half. Like, this is the biggest stride that I've seen him take, because he added a lot of things, bro. And his reading reaction is a lot better. It's not like he's indecisive on what he needs to do. He looks once, looks twice, and makes a decision. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean,
and if I had
I'm surprised that you guys didn't get a backup big after, like somebody to back him up, because you guys can, a serviceable, I can't kind of say the guy.
Serviceable.
Serviceable big, because if he ever twists an ankle or he's out for a couple of games, oh my God, bro.
Bro, it'll be over with. Bro,
and that's the question about how important is James Harden in that scenario then. Can he do the same thing with Drew Eubanks?
Oh, no. But Drew,
Zubac.
Yeah. He won't be able to do it with Eubanks. I'm sorry. They're going to play him off the floor. I promise.
Yeah.
They're going to play him off the floor, man. He ain't going to be out there no longer than about 3-4 minutes. Tyloo going to blow their whistle.
So, so that validates your point then, Mr. Maz. Zubac is the most important, or
just valuable, old man. Not best or better, but just value at what he's asked to do for this team. That's all I'm saying.
And then you got to factor in age too. I'm thinking about that too. Zubac, 27, 28. You know what I mean? He got.
He's still young, Skills.
He's still young. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's still young. He's very available, durable. You know what I mean? It's like all the boxes get checked with Zubac. Even the mindset. I think the last box that we was waiting for was the IQ. If we being real, you know what I mean?
So James Harden would have hella problems then if he didn't have Zubac on the floor with him. Right?
Most definitely. I see what you're doing there, old man. I see what you're doing.
He make any center he played with is gonna have a damn near career year.
I look at Zubac like James Harden's. I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. Like, every good quarterback has that tight end that they trust, right? Like Romo had Jason Witten.
That's a good analogy.
Certain guys had, guys like that. And so I think James he trusts Zubac to catch the ball and finish, or just be there and I'll throw it up, and even if it's a bad pass, he'll go up and get it. I think the trust factor between those two guys, it's come a long way, and you can see it.
But why do you think that is though, Maz?
Just playing with each other a lot during these past year and a half.
Repetition, bro.
Huh?
Repetition, bro. Just like Lil Wayne say, bro, repetition is the father of learning.
Skills, playing with each other.
Yeah, most definitely. But that goes back to what I was saying earlier.
Games with each other.
Most definitely.
NBA games with each other.
Most definitely. But it's all of it though, Ma.
Hey, Skills. Not no dinner at Ruth Chris, and then we go to the facility, and then it's me, you, and PJ Tucker, and then I'm doing pocket passes with PJ Tucker. Not that, bro. I'm talking about NBA games.
I feel you. The NBA game is where you make the leaps and bounds. I don't disagree with that, but it's all of the reps, though, bro. It's all of the reps.
Well, I know. I'm teasing that a little bit, bro.
All those reps, bro.
Yeah. So y'all got a chance, bro. Skills and fellas, everybody.
Yeah.
That defense.
Hey, real quick, Mark.
Games. Yeah.
Hey, real quick before I hop out, bro. What do you think? What do you think we're gonna end at in the Western Conference? What do you think we're gonna end up at? I think we got like maybe 6, 7 more games. Yeah, seeding. What do you think we're gonna end up?
Ooh, that's a good question, bro. I think the Clippers are going to end up because right now you guys are the.
It's looking a little shaky, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's looking a little shaky.
Oh, okay. So you guys are the 7th seed right now.
Yeah, we got the tiebreaker with Golden State. I think the Timberwolves got the tiebreaker over us, though.
I think y'all going probably end up either 6 or 7.
6, man. Damn, I'm hoping for 6, bro. I definitely want to stay out of the play-in if possible.
6 or 7, and then that means more than likely, if you're the 7th seed, you probably play the Rockets in the first round because our schedule ain't too bad. Which
I'm cool with that Rocket matchup.
I know you are, bro. Listen,
I'm cool with that matchup.
Two hard-nosed defensive teams, and both teams don't shoot at the best, but you guys got the best player in the series by far. Yeah, bro. I would be nervous. Hey, guess what? If that happens, I'm going down to the Intuit Dome, and I'm going to games. It will be 3 and 4, possibly game 6.
It's gonna be lit.
I'm going down there, bro. I'm going down there, bro. I'm gonna be I'm there.
Yeah, they got gonna be lit, bro. And it's crazy because I think y'all do got 2 advantages. Y'all got the youth, and I actually give y'all the advantage in coaching too. You know what I mean? I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I may have to lean y'all way on coaching.
I don't know about coaching, bro, because our last game game or 2 games ago versus the Lakers, a top 5 defense playing zone defense versus the Lakers. Like Ime got out coached by JJ, bro, by playing zone defense.
Ime the same coach that told us drop coverage versus Steph Curry in the finals too, by the way.
But if they're the 6th seed, Skills, then possibly who? Denver or the Lakers? Denver or the Lakers in the first round. If you're the 6th seed.
The only team that I don't want to play in the first round is the Lakers. I'll play anybody else in the first round. Anybody else I can play. I'm cool. I don't want to play the Lakers in the first round. You know what I mean? I want to play them either second or because if we gonna play them, bro, if we gonna play them, it needs to be a conference. It needs to be a conference final if possible.
Nah, bro, it needs to be the first round, and you beat them early because conference. That means that they're rolling, and you guys are probably rolling too.
But that's when I want them though, Miles. That's when I want them.
Yeah, I see the competitor. I see the competitor in you. I see it.
That's when I want them. I want them, bro. All the marbles, bro. Imagine LA versus LA.
You want the battle for everything is gonna bring, right?
But look, bro. If we're gonna do it, we gotta do it right. You know what I mean? We're gonna do it. This shit, we've been waiting on this shit for 3-4 years. If we're gonna do it, bro, we gotta do it right, bro.
Go out strong. Hey, I agree with that. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's a hell of a take right there.
Yeah,
because honestly, bro, with LeBron, come on, let's bring it back one full circle one more time, man. I gotta see it one more time. I agree with that shit, man.
Yeah, bro, we're gonna do it. Let's do it right, bro. Don't need to be no doubt, no nothing. You know what I mean? Like, let's just do it, you know.
So y'all know y'all getting an 8 seed, right? Y'all ain't beat my Timberwolves in the play-in game.
That's just too crazy. Bro, they'll beat the T-Wolves, bro.
Listen to me, bro. Like I know that y'all been whooping our ass in the season, the regular season, but I don't think y'all got nobody that can handle Kawhi in the postseason. I'm gonna be real with you. Kawhi healthy, bro. Nah, bro. Who gonna stop Kawhi?
It's 2025, bro.
Bro, who gonna stop Kawhi, bro? We got the defenders to match up with y'all.
Who y'all got to match up with us?
Everybody.
Yeah, I mean, like 1 through 5. Like, take a pick.
Right. Just exchange Harden. Yeah.
Take a pick, bro. We got the defenders now, and when all else fails, we got to get out of jail free card because we just throw Kawhi on whoever.
Y'all got the defenders. Y'all ain't got the 2-way play.
That's all we got. What are you talking
He
about?
said we ain't got the two-way players.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Bogey and Harden is the only and Powell is the only non-two-way players that be on the court most of the time. Except for Dunn. He can't really get his offense going like that.
Yeah. And you know, I feel comfortable saying this too, bro. We got 2 or 3 defenders that I'm comfortable sticking on anybody. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I'm comfortable sticking Kawhi on anybody. I'm comfortable sticking Derrick Jones Jr. on anybody. I'm comfortable sticking Nico Batum on anybody. And
There you go.
I'm almost comfortable sticking Chris Dunn on anybody, depending on how tall they are. I'm gonna be real with you.
I mean, Chris Dunn, yes. I mean, well, it depends because Chris Dunn can pressure 90 feet. Chris Dunn's defense is valuable, like picking up 90 feet, trying to fight through screens, hustle plays. I get all that. But some of these dynamic 2 guards and 3s, nah, I don't want Dunn on. I mean, he'll guard him, but I mean, come on. But you said Derrick Jones Jr. and who else?
Chris Dunn number versus
Nico Batum.
Come on, bro. You man said Batum.
All right. Y'all better stop playing with Nico. I swear to God, bro.
I don't understand this.
Please,
If it's a big man, I'll stick Ben Simmons on him. Ben Simmons play good defense too.
Nah,
He's been a backup center all season. Well, not all season since we got him. Shit.
I'm just saying, man, don't be fooled by what you're seeing in the regular season. Don't be fooled by that, man. Because I'm telling you, bro, playoffs is gonna be different. The game's gonna slow down. We're gonna see who the real dogs are.
Listen, man, I'm not even sure we even know Batum's real age, man. I don't know.
Shit, he's 30
something around, guys. Listen, Batum is a very high IQ player, but the question is, does his skill set and his production still match up to the IQ? Can those two things still coexist? And that part, I don't know.
Small spurts, 10-minute increments, 5-6 minute increments.
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
Good answer, Skills. Great answer. There you go.
Hey, because you expect him to do it for 25 minutes? No, man, no, sir.
That's why we got Derrick Jones.
Well, he played in the Olympics really well.
Y'all trust Ty Lue in this postseason run? Y'all trust Ty Lue to coach well and do the right things?
Not really. He's got to coach good enough or serviceable.
Nah, good enough ain't good enough in the postseason out west, bro. You got to coach well.
Yeah.
Everybody formidable opponents in the West. That's for sure.
Yeah. I just know I better not see no 4-guard lineup in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, and to your point, Tez, you know, I'm just like, he can't let us go down 3-0 or 3-1 like we did in some of these other teams, or 2-1 or whatever the case, or 2-0, whatever the case may be. Some of these teams that we may match up with, bro, you can't go down like that and survive and you know, think you're finna come back and be able to win 3 games in a row and shit like that. So I'm saying all that to say, you know, it depends on how fast T. Lue make the adjustments. He can make the right adjustment. His problem is he can't make them in game all the time. So he have to go home and watch the footage, see what was going on, and come back. And even then, sometimes he's still stubborn to make the correct changes, because he's gonna keep trying to go with that guard lineup. All I'm saying is that this postseason, he's gonna have to make these adjustments in real games sometime, and he definitely gonna have to make them game to game and not let us get behind too far, because we may not be able to come back.
You know what, Skills? We legitimately got 4 players that you have to game plan for. You all talked about Zubac. You got the game plan for him. You got a game plan for Kawhi, of course. You got a game plan for Harden. And you also got a game plan for Norman Powell.
He ain't got a game plan for Norman Powell.
Hey, Matt, game plan for playoff chokers.
Yeah, how you got a game plan for Harden in the playoffs? I thought he a playoff choker.
Who choking? It's only one of the people that you can point to that choke.
All 3 of the dudes y'all just named are playoff chokers.
Who? Name the playoff chokers. I give you Harden, but the other 3.
Harden and fucking
Norman. You sounding crazy.
So he lost me with that. I can't jump in the car with you, bro.
You sounding crazy, bro. You sounding crazy.
Who you got a game plan on Minnesota, Mad Max?
You said Kawhi didn't choke last year?
Huh?
Who you got a game plan for?
Clearly, the Clippers worse last year in the playoffs. What are you talking about?
You said the Clippers choked?
I'm going with Ant-Man.
All you gotta do with us is just stop the high pick and roll. We run.
Knock you out
We
the
run
fucking
100,000 times a
play.
game.
Y'all gonna play? Okay, see,
We're not even going to see Minnesota in the play-in. They might get like the
rats.
5th, 6th seed.
Do y'all know what I
you
would
think
do?
the Warriors
Rest of their
gonna drop in the
schedule is
play-in?
easy.
So you
The
think the
Warriors
Warriors
could
gonna
probably
drop?
get in the play-in. They got 4 tough games that have knocked them out of their spot. I think Minnesota could probably get the 5th seed, honestly. The way the Warriors' schedule looking. They got to play the Lakers today.
Y'all
They
only
got
could
the
beat
Nuggets,
Memphis
the
in the
Rockets, and they
playoffs.
got
Y'all
us
ain't
at
even
the
gonna
end
play
of
in
the
the playoffs. Y'all gonna play in the play-in.
Nah, we might get that 6th seed. We might jump up in front of the Warriors. Even
Yeah.
so, even if we in the play-in, we're not worried about Memphis.
Do y'all really want the 6th seed?
I'd rather play Houston. I'd rather get that 7th seed, honestly. I ain't worried about Houston. They ain't got no offense.
Denver gonna get
They ain't
that
got
3
that
seed
go-to
back.
guy. They just got
They
defense.
1 game back. Denver gonna get that 3 seed back.
Do y'all want Denver?
Yeah, Clippers.
Yeah, I'm cool with playing Denver. I just don't want Lakers in the first round. Anybody else, it's up.
When Zubac get 2 fouls in the first quarter, what y'all gonna do?
That's a good question.
Hey, it's very possible that could happen, but we're gonna go small. Shit, that's the only thing we can do.
Goddamn, put Ben Simmons in there or something. I don't know.
Shit, we're gonna go small. That's a good ass question, though.
Nuggets in 2. That's what that sound like.
The disrespect, hell no.
Nah, man, we match up well.
It just is what it is. Y'all ain't got no backup big, bro.
Nah, I think we match well with Zoo because this ain't the Zoo from 2-3 years ago where Buddy didn't have to worry about guarding Zoo. He's gonna have to guard Zoo back this year, right? He's gonna have to guard him
for
back.
real.
It's gonna be tip for tat. It ain't just gonna be he gets to rest on defense this year. So shit, you talking about what if Zoo get 2 fouls? Shit, what if he get 2 fouls? Then what y'all gonna do?
They ain't taking them out. It don't matter.
Fuck, I wouldn't be surprised if Zoo come out there and have a 20-20 game, bro. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Joker lazy on his rebounds. He get his rebounds flat-footed, bro. It's some of them hoes he worked for, but most of them motherfuckers, he be on the ground, dog. Zoo know how to get up there. It's gonna be a long fucking game for.
He averaging 12 rebounds flat-footed. God, he a monster.
He a monster. He a monster now for real. There ain't no question about that.
Man, you know how many rebounds you can rack up just by tipping that hoe? Man, come on, man.
You don't get a rebound for tipping it. You only get a rebound to you. What's the name?
Shit, you know how many tips I see Jokic get off the rim, bro? Nigga, he's a master of being around that rim, bro. You not finna tell me otherwise. No, he deserved his rebounds.
He one of the best offensives I ever seen. I don't understand it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. His offensive rebounds be off of tips, bro. Sometimes he get them hoes back and make a move, but most of them hoes be off of
Seems like
tips.
sometimes he just throw the shot up because he know he's gonna get the offensive rebound.
Nah, for real.
That Moses Malone shit.
Looking at it.
Shit, man, I'm about to hop off, man. I'll holler at y'all, bro.
All right, bro.
I see y'all in chat talking about y'all want Minnesota. Y'all don't want these problems, bro.
That's the reason I asked the question. Who you got a game plan for in Minnesota?
Oh, just Ant. That's what I told you. Everybody else was talking. Just Ant. And
Just
that's what
Ant?
I told you. Y'all be talking about Ty Lue, and I be wishing I had a Ty Lue as my coach. Boy, we
Ty
run the
Lue's a
same
choker.
Timberwolves run the same pick and roll 145 times a game.
Hey,
Who they
Mad
winning with?
Max, who's in charge of y'all offense, man?
I think Nori, Michael Nori.
Y'all need to fire him.
Yeah.
That offense is terrible.
Did you see it the other night?
I watched that against the Nuggets. Go ahead.
Did you see it the other game? Well, who played the other night on TV? Nuggets, double overtime game?
That was hard to watch, man.
Do you see how easy that if Ant get a screen set, he getting double teamed. That's not happening every game this year. So let him ISO. Put him on the block or something. You see he's versatile. Let him do something else. Get the ball out of his hand, man. That's bad coaching. I think they really stunned a little bit of his growth because he need to learn how to play a little bit more off ball and make reads like that.
Yeah.
That's badass coaching. I hate to watch it. It's like you know the double team finna come as soon as you pick for him. So let's just keep running the same horns pick and roll all game.
Hey, man, Max.
Yo.
So, my team is obviously in the East. So, who you don't want to see in the first round?
Timberwolves, who I don't want to see in the first round.
I'm talking about your team. What? Yeah.
I don't want to see the Lakers.
Okay.
I don't want to see the Nuggets, even though we got their number. I just don't want to play them.
Not even OKC? That's crazy.
I want to play OKC.
Oh, you up for the challenge?
Yeah, I think the way we defend Shea is like better than anybody in the league type.
Seriously?
So, yeah, we not held them. We 2-2 versus them on the year.
What's your record?
I don't know how to hold a record, but I know
I'm talking about against OKC. What you say?
2-2.
2-2. Okay.
And turn up when they play Shea too.
Yeah, it's a rivalry. That's a rivalry game. They turn up when they play us, and we turn up when we play them.
Hey, what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all not playing Rob Dillian?
He just ain't ready. That boy weigh about 125 pounds. He just ain't ready yet.
All right. What about Terrence Shannon?
I don't know. He kind of when he get in, like he had a good stretch when he was playing, but it became too much of you need to pass that ball, dog. And he can't shoot.
If y'all didn't trade Cat, y'all would have been. If y'all didn't trade Cat, you got ready to go bare weak ass. Y'all would have been a top 3 seed for sure.
I don't know about that.
Why you say that?
Because everybody call Rudy weak, but he be anchoring some of the best defenses in the league. Our players like Jaden McDaniels, he gamble a lot and he get beat a lot off the dribble. And Rudy always there to help him. And gamble a lot. Like Rudy stop a lot of action that people don't realize.
Okay, so how was Rudy defense this year?
It slacked off at the beginning of the year. It wasn't all that, but ever since he came back from injury, he been elite. And he hasn't been catching the ball.
Oh, he been stepping up. Okay.
Yeah, he not stepped up since he got back from injury.
Okay.
At the first beginning of the year, he won.
In the playoffs, he let me down.
Yeah, playing. He had bad matchups. Luka is a bad matchup for Rudy.
You said Luka?
Yeah.
Oh, because the pick and roll?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we had Jaden McDaniels.
Dallas? Yeah.
You have to switch on Luka. You can't let Luka play 2-on-1 pick and roll. He's gonna abuse y'all game.
I don't know what Dallas trying to do, man. They might as well tank and try to get a top 10 pick.
I would, if I was them, I would have tried to tank and got a top 10 pick and traded it for.
That's how they got. That's how they got Derrick Lively.
But they got to get a fans something to believe in. They already not screwed them over. So AD they gotta let them go out there and ball. They gotta win the fans over.
Y'all GM should be fired, and Nico Harris shouldn't even be in the NBA.
IGM, the thing about that is we was in the between money moves, selling the team and all that, and Cat was the easiest contract. He was the biggest contract on the team, making a super max. And so the new owners weren't gonna pay for Cat, so somebody was gonna have to get traded regardless.
I don't think Randall fit that team though. I think they should.
Oh no, not at all.
He
actually been pretty. I'm gonna give him his credit because I shitted on him all year. Since he came back from injury, he not did his job. He been playing defense. He been moving the ball well. He been doing his job, but he still had in possessions when he just walking up court, showing badass body language. And he don't get guarded from the 3-point line no matter what. He can make 100 threes in a row. Nobody's still gonna guard him.
For real?
Yeah, he get left wide open all game.
Yeah. Y'all still start Conley?
He been starting. He had got benched, and then but then DiVincenzo got hurt for like 3 weeks, so that put Conley back in the lineup. He has been playing pretty. His 3-ball now started back falling. So that's all I can ask for him at that old age. But he needs to retire after this year.
Hey, Mad Max.
Yo.
I got a channel too. I was gonna say whenever you free, I wanna do a stream about your team.
All right.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could make a thumbnail and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a day, date. You know what I'm saying? We could talk behind the scenes.
Bet. I just subscribed and stuff.
Yeah, my shit is YNW Little Mari, but I might change my name on
Hello,
YouTube.
my
I don't
dog.
know. I'm
Just hit me
a,
up on Twitter at Mad Max Debate. I'm finna drop it.
I just sent you my. Are you on IG?
Nah, I don't need to do the IG. Oh, yeah, I got one. I don't do it, but
Hold on. What the hell is? Hold on. What is
I
my
bet.
Twitter name? Hold on. What is my
I'm
Twitter
finna link
name?
mine in here to you.
Yeah, my Twitter. Yeah, I just sent you my Twitter. Copy that motherfucker. Yeah, we definitely could set something up though.
Bet. Shit, I'm finna
But
hop off here, man.
I was finna say something too. Next year we're gonna be kind of in a similar situation too, because Brad Stevens or the ownership they overpaid hella motherfuckers, like
Oh yeah,
hella
y'all.
unnecessary. Yeah,
I think they said
Tatum
y'all
was on the
got
way
one more
in the
year after.
Supermax. Huh?
It's one more year after this one, and then y'all gotta start trading.
Jalen Brown contract just kicked in. Was it last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kicked in last year. Tatum Supermax don't come into next year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they overpay Hauser. I don't even think Hauser's worth $10 million. He's not good.
He worth 10 million. 10 million ain't nothing. He worth 10 million.
Oh yes, it is.
Nah.
But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Low value player the Lakers got.
He better than damn near everybody on the Lakers besides Gabe
Gary
Vincent.
Trent Jr. took a pay cut. Hold on. Who?
He better than Sam Hauser probably would start on the Lakers.
No, Peyton Pritchard was starting on the Lakers.
Nah, he won.
Peyton Pritchard is better than. Okay, look. Let me see. He ain't better than
Sam
LeBron
Hauser
and he not better than LeBron or Luka, but he better than anybody on the Lakers team. That's a fact.
Nah, he ain't fucking with a baby picture of Austin Reeves, brother, man.
He would look. Check this out. Look. You got to look at it. Peyton Pritchard, if he get Austin Reeves is getting featured like he's the second best player on the Lakers. You get what I'm saying? He's getting 20 shots a game, average 8 to 12 free throws a game. Bro, Peyton Pritchard got a way better badge than fucking Austin Reeves, bro. And then think about it. Every role player that plays with LeBron James, they get hyped up. You get what I'm saying? They try to do it to Caruso, but they didn't overhype Caruso like they did with Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is an NBA industry plant. Like they talk about him like he like that. Yeah, he a good role player. This all this other shit, but he not like that. He ain't no third option. He ain't no Manu Ginobili. He ain't no Andre Iguodala. He ain't better than Tyler Hero. He's not Bam Adebayo. He's not Draymond. Those are legitimate. Those are legitimate elite role players. Those are third options. Shit, Derek White. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert's a third option.
But shit, I holler at y'all, man.
All right, man, Max.
Holler at y'all.
I'm feeling good, feeling alright.